There hasn't been anything so far. This is the first time that I've ever stayed behind after one of these jobs. Why am I being risky with this one? You've grown attached, haven't you? You know these things aren't supposed to be like that. Yet I can't feel like I would want to leave a couple of them. The longer I stay, the longer it is that someone might find out. Ask the right question at the wrong time. But if I don't stay, what if they do get a foothold? They are inside. And yet it never feels like I have the ability to knock. Even when I desire the company.
Now let's see. Where's my basket? There it is.
What a problem.
Let's see. Miko's gonna want Jasmine. Hello.
Good morning.
Okay. Let's see. I need to.
GM present?
I already got help, thank you though.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Alright, go on. Go on, I'm trying to go.
These two.
Morning, Sario.
Good morning, Aenor.
Hope you slept well. I got something to need to do.
Yes, do be safe.
Wonderful. Go.
Good morning.
And this goes back here. This one.
Good morning, Captain. Good morning.
That one for Mari. And then okay. That should be out. Unfortunately, though, I'm going to be running out of peppermint here soon in a few days. Well, hopefully I can get some more here soon. But in the meantime, I still got 3 variants to give out. This one. There we go. Ah. Hello, Miko.
Good morning.
Good morning. You rest well?
I do believe so.
Hmm.
I had simply been waiting for you. For a while now.
Oh, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting too long, if that be the case.
I had heard you inside, but I did not feel like I wanted to knock. I did not wish to disrupt your routine.
Well, be that as it may, it wouldn't disrupt too much. And you're always welcome anyways.
I see.
Of course, since you are already here, I do have a refill for you. She'll pick up a decently sized bottle, and it's filled with jasmine tea.
It is always a pleasure to have this in the morning.
Seems like so many people always seem to say that. It always warms my heart.
I've had
Good
many,
morning, Ice Heart. How are you?
I've had many like it, but this one has a bit of a different feel to it at times. This
Well,
one
I'm
that I've
glad
become
that-
most fond of. I will put this away and then I will go meet with the others at the Crystal Heart.
Of course, I'll see you there. Nice to have some for...
More after I had made it.
written it down in the notebooks,
She might be.
and then collapsed out of tired. I have slept well, and I have made
learned
great
about that this past
However,
week.
I am irritated,
Oh, it is.
I am groggy, and I am hungry.
It is strange. Ladies, outsiders notice.
Sorry, did you say something?
It's a box. It is a box. The computer
That's why
ruined.
they left their chariot outside, and it does not even seem practical to sit on.
Now I can hear you. Sorry.
So many strange
I was just asking how you were this morning.
Hello.
Alright, for the most part, just finishing setting things up. What about you?
Yes.
I brought tea. That's
Hello. Good to see you.
Oh, perfect. We were getting a bit low on the jasmine this week.
could be the favorite around here, but they're my favorite.
Good
So
rest.
understandable at least.
So soundly.
The dilapidated part of
Hi, Miko.
town is very open and airy. It allows
Good
for
morning.
pleasant sunlight to get through.
Yeah.
By the way, would you like to
I
join
believe
me
so.
and my new friend over there? Well, she went inside for some tea.
Okay.
I believe.
Morning,
Yes, I
I
know.
mean,
Perfect. We'll continue the conversation inside.
Let's see. This one.
Appreciate it.
And this one.
Maybe a bit more tea. That's alright.
Good morning.
This one's for you. There's a small jar of tea, jasmine tea for you.
Oh, it's jasmine today. Wonderful.
Well, we have several varieties, all of which I grow myself.
Oh.
So whichever chooses your fancy.
Well, tell me what your selection is.
Anything at the moment. We have jasmine, of course. We have black tea. We have peppermint, and we have chamomile.
hello.
I'm in the mood for peppermint.
Hello. How goes it?
I believe at the moment everything is accounted for.
Good. I desire one of the pastries you all bake and contain.
Alright, now. Today we have bread, and we have pastries.
I have no money.
Oh.
Options. I will do pastries. I have become adjusted.
Pastries!
Charged last week I was here, but maybe during some
Your copper.
I don't want to assume that I'm freeloading.
Thank you.
Many think.
they do
There
not
you
have
are.
time soon it will be fine, but I would rather not take on.
Miko, please.
I would be more than happy to share some of
I can't reach the tail.
The what?
That's a bit too
I can't reach the tail.
You got your
Can't-
sustenance
It's
finally.
away.
Yes.
Oh,
The pastries are
I
famed within the
got it.
valley
Thanks,
of this cafe, which there is not many other people in this valley. So,
It's a pleasure to make you.
I brought some
fame for the
teas.
valley.
I was
Although I
bit of a
must
compliment.
let you
Can't do
know
with
that
that, but-
I will be unfortunately running out of the peppermint here in a few days. I don't have any more growing.
Good morning, Harry.
Hi.
Well, that's
I can get the usual, please. Coffee and
The
Keep some in reserve.
Coffee and pastry.
Girls
We
been
need
singing
a
tired.
coffee and a pastry.
well, given the rate that it
Coffee and
goes,
pastry. Just a
I would
moment.
say maybe about 3 to 4 days worth left.
I will try to endeavor to do my best to
Alrighty.
follow you by your
Well,
Yeah, I'm hoping to get more soon. I just need to find another plant to grow in my garden.
In my old age, I've already
thank you.
Pastries are handled.
sounds like it.
Yes.
Don't die now.
I am okay. I did not die from all the chemicals circulating within my house. Yes, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not joking.
Anything for you, Esther?
Oh, wow, that is wonderful.
Hey, breathe. Yes, yes!
I have the
Okay, you can thank me later.
because I have
Can you not kill our apothecary, please?
Oh, and
Just
you
went down.
I'd prefer if there was nobody dying in here. Thank you.
Wait for so
I run the tea shop and I'm also the herbalist.
I prefer it that way as well.
have heard.
Only one person has
Hi,
died
good morning.
outside of here.
Take them out.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Pastries.
How could you have
Pastries.
We have
Don't
had
remind
pastries
me.
for 1 week. We'll have pastries again.
You will be reminded either way by me.
I do hope you enjoy.
We do
have other food if you want it.
Oh, I certainly do.
Varys, where are you going to sit?
It's fine.
I think I'll be joining our rap.
I am glad.
Guessing there?
Urson. Oh, wait, no.
It's necessary as per our deal.
Since there seems to be plenty of cameras all around and I don't
Sorry.
want to give it away, could you possibly bring me a picture?
Of course.
I was waiting.
Oh yes, where else are you meant to get your morning meal? Ah, speaking of which, I smell food.
Lovely.
Weird for me.
What do you think they're making back there? They have some of the most marvelous pastries. Oh yes, the first day I came here, I tried the custard.
None of these were meant for
Delicious. I never tried anything like it before.
This is for average height human. Rabbit
Need
can.
a bread pastry.
At least you don't look like
Do you want anything to drink?
This is often the day of the week where I have decided to
I
give myself
appreciate compliment if,
the
if
benefit
what
of
was one.
stepping out of the house and tending to myself for once.
Well, I'm glad
Why
that you
wouldn't you
chose to
do more
spend
opposite?
time here.
Bread pastry pastry.
still, isn't she?
It would not do me any good to be sitting down when I'm supposed to be
Well,
working.
I got the one for.
Your plate.
I'll get
Oh
some.
well, what's the difference, right? You got to relax, and you got to relax.
Enjoy.
It's relaxing so long as I see that everyone is enjoying themselves.
Lotea,
Yes.
what kind of pastries do you all have back there today?
Let me see.
Outside the wall.
If there's still the custard, I would love to partake
Do
in
you
the custard.
wish to know here?
Wonderful the
I
first
believe that they are. Yes.
For it is.
Let me go and double check though. But I believe that's what we started with. So let me check for you. Give me one moment.
I have been doing.
Maybe just let me know the custard pastries back here.
Might be better if we get to the balcony at least for some privacy.
Okay.
Of course.
Thank you.
Miss Isa?
Whenever you wish.
And how are you enjoying being around here?
I wish not to hold you.
It's my
I have
first
a
day.
busy
So
food
far,
schedule.
it's going very well. I'm more suited to this kind of
Well, it was until I discovered
I'm
what
glad.
happened.
If there's anything to help you that you need, let us know, okay?
Now you got me more curious.
About a week and a month.
Do you? Your pastries are
Here
here.
you go.
Oh, that looks and smells delicious.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Enjoy.
Much appreciated.
Of course.
If I may ask, Miss Isa,
Ah.
how about the destroyed part of
The mornings have always been the busiest part of the day, doesn't it?
They always have, and yet probably more so now and going into the later hours with all of our new visitors.
Bustling, I hope?
That is true, yes.
Used to be.
That is the perks of working here. It's always nice to get to interact and talk with people here.
If you all don't mind, I'm going to step out for a minute and see where Zilla got off to. She was drinking downstairs earlier already this morning.
Of course.
I'll be back soon enough.
Hope that she's alright.
From what I heard, at least.
As do I.
Wasn't pleasant
Hmm.
as this was being warned about. Unfortunately, from what I heard, it was wonderful.
I haven't seen much of them at all this past week.
Oh yes.
Can't say I blame them, to be
This is even
fair.
better than the first time I had it. Wonderful.
I was their close friend after all, at least from what I can recall.
lovely.
Oh, were you?
So,
Well,
you're taking our...
I am happy for it. You're doing a
Mm.
fantastic job. Thank you.
Rashida has her done.
She doing us?
If I could ask for more water.
As long as she's fine.
Hmm.
Well, as fine as one can be, I suppose.
Well, As long as there's someone to keep her company when
I
she needs
actually
it.
knew them.
That's all that we can do.
Yes.
Not supposed to feel this way.
How are we doing on the rest of the supplies, by the way, Sienna?
We've got enough for...
Is there anything that we need to be worried about for the next week?
Abandoned for quite some
I don't think so.
I believe only a few from that.
We might be a little low on coffee, but...
Still remain.
I think Vina was supposed to be back with some at some point.
Yes.
Perhaps sometime today.
Hopefully she's back soon.
Oh, how
The routes can be a little bit far to travel, and I believe there had been a rain along some point of the way, so some of the path may have gotten a bit
very sweet.
muddied.
Hazardous too, perhaps.
What's your car? What's
No,
your story?
hopefully she's safe then.
My usual.
Indeed, but I trust her.
About where he came from and
Her ability to navigate very well.
family and such.
So.
I want to know about you.
Right.
Where are your
In fact, you should question everything.
Well, I come from.
Oh, that reminds me. I
Where the else?
made a fresh batch of jasmine seeds.
Unfortunately,
So I don't know if you would like to offer those to anyone who wishes.
Let me
But I did make a fresh batch, several bars worth. About a dozen and a half or so.
I've been
Wow,
It's only recently that I have decided
The... what, the cream ones?
to stay somewhere. Or rather, I only had the means.
Three taler.
Have you talked to Kane at any point? Red-haired elf. I don't.
It's in the past. We don't have to worry about it. We're here now. This is my new high society. I'll raise it to new heights.
Was he,
And her.
Keep an eye on her.
That is only reasoning I could come up with.
Saw a couple new people showing up down the road. They crossed the river recently.
Oh,
Didn't recognize them.
speaking of
Speaking
Lamia,
of oh. And a slime?
Fourth one, too.
How many northerners wish to make their way down here?
Good morning, Rena.
I don't know. That's definitely interesting. But there has been a recent influx now, isn't there?
Yes. Well, Captain, those are my findings. I have kept what I have from research in vial that you have given. Sort away. Safe.
Keep it safe for now. We'll have to see if we could figure out more of it. If you haven't, check with Sienna.
All the wares that she's bringing back.
Because I think at one point they believed the cask was poisoned. See if that's the case, and we just make sure it's all out of our food supply, just in case.
Yes. Okay.
I'll clear with her to make sure you're okay to go do it. But I get to go do my duties and greet the newcomers.
Good. Clear with her. Slime woman, purple, yes?
Yes, slime woman purple.
With 3 Lamia within the cafe, I believe all the space is taken up. One cannot walk in a room full of tails.
If you would allow, Miko thinks protect the supposed suspected cask.
Yes, me?
And make sure none of that residual is around. He should be in momentarily, but I wanted to clear it with you.
Noisy this morning.
You're right.
They've got fire sticks and dragon things, haven't they?
They have these sticks that are enchanted with magic to shoot fire and hard metal things, apparently.
Oh no!
And he thinks there's
no,
little
no.
dragons inside of them.
No, what I
Kane,
heard,
Sir
right?
Kane, wasn't it?
Hear me cry and fall on the floor and you know.
Everything alright down here?
I think so.
Then they're getting
Yes.
better, yes. I had help.
I don't believe.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't believe we need to start prep for this part of the business for at least another while.
Well,
I'm just making sure
we
everything
had to
was
re-prep.
prepped on the shelf. Mm-hmm. Since it transfers over pretty quickly.
True. But sometimes there isn't enough prep in the world that I can get some ready for some things. Are you quite alright?
Thank you for handling the tavern, by the way. I know I've been gone. I didn't mean to make you do it by yourself.
I'm quite honestly used to it. That's what I usually do in the places that I've used to live. This is probably the first one where I've actually had help, so I admit I'm getting used to it myself. I'm usually quite used to doing everything on my own and having to deal with the this entire room on my own.
I don't know how you could handle that. I think I'd go crazy.
Simple as having to adapt whatever you need to do in order to get by. Have a place to call your own, somewhere that's comfortable, safe. Those things usually make it worth it.
Right.
And I suppose in a way I'm having to adapt to that here, in that to make it a space that is shared safe. I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job of that just so yet.
Well, if you think you're not doing well, then really we all aren't, but at least we're trying together, right?
Together. I suppose so, yes.
Probably help upstairs, shouldn't we? In the cafe, the place
Yes.
that's actually running.
Probably a good idea, yeah. Okay.
No need to have to force yourself, dear.
Rashida really helped. I think I'm feeling
Still.
better. I might some tea or something. Maybe she has a remedy.
I know that a heart can be heavy, but I do not believe that the stock down here makes for good medicine.
I wasn't really looking for medicine earlier, but I'm better now.
Well, I've seen many a face come into a tavern that treats a barrel of ale like a bottle of finest panacea. Claims it solves all their problems. And creates new ones in the process.
Yeah, Kaz would be one of those people.
Well, Like I said, you do not need to force yourself right now if you do not wish to. But if you do,
I won't, thank you.
then the rest of us will be there for you.
How are you, Zilla?
I'm growing, I'm getting better.
I'm glad.
They cleaned up the mess I made. Rashida helped me.
Oh. I'm glad you're feeling a little better at least, so. I did bring fresh tea and all that, and there's some fresh jasmine bar soaps upstairs, should you wish for any.
And it can help a little. Add a little much alcohol, you know. I've had some water.
I know.
But...
Would you like
don't
me to
push
bring?
too hard, okay?
Would you like me to bring you down something like some tea? Some quiet company rather than the loudness upstairs. I'd hate to leave you alone down here.
I can come upstairs. It's fine. I should probably get some people air, I guess, after not getting any for a week.
Well, don't push yourself too hard. You don't want to overwhelm yourself.
Of course.
Let's see. I think there's company upstairs.
I think the new hire is here.
I believe
I don't think I got their name, but
I don't believe I have either. But I believe they've been up there for at least a little while.
Let me grow up, I guess.
Only if you feel ready.
Got a lot of support.
I don't talk.
Up and down the stairs every day is going to be quite a hassle.
Well, in any case,
Yes,
three. I will see you all some other time.
3 of them here. It's going to be interesting.
The food and
Yes, excellent tea,
Take care.
as always.
People are going to have the visitors are going to have a field day tripping over these tables. Us included, perhaps, but you know.
Rotea, darling.
Yes.
I'll try my best.
Even
I'm
more,
going to be going out with these
even
older
more treacherous
gentlemen for a
terrain
little
to
bit.
make it through. I see.
Okay. Have a good
Should
night.
be outside the walls for once.
Go ahead and step through.
Stay safe, sweetheart.
It's a bit hard to accommodate my size sometimes.
It's quite alright. As long as you're not the type to immediately whip it around and try to trick people on purpose.
Oh, what's the better term for it? Grace?
No, well that's I only do that if the people
those of
are
the
very
other
rude,
world.
and I usually make
Group of them have
ones
come
before I do if that's the case.
Made their
They came
presence
down
known
from
to
their
us.
hill again.
Ah, so they finally came out of there.
Yes.
The
This
visitors.
time, no violence as of yet, but unfortunately, an Imperial representative was here and was murdered.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes.
A representative from the Empire arrived and was rather promptly murdered. Poisoned.
Assassinated would be
Poisoned?
the better term in that situation. Yes.
Oh dear.
People trying to figure out what
With what?
happened.
Yeah, what poison exactly?
Black Lotus.
There was some mention, yes, this has no significance to me, but others seemed to know it.
I know of it, but very little knowledge of it.
That
Luckily, I
doesn't
thought
make
it
much
was
sense.
myth.
How's that?
It doesn't add up as far as Well, there's probably more to it.
That seemed to be some people's ideas too.
There are many unanswered questions. Varys is looking into
Trying
it,
to find
and
them.
others have interest
There's a
as
few
well.
of them. There are a few, yes.
But no matter. We are all thus far fine. And we will continue to be so.
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
That is
strangers
good
came
at
down
the
from their
least.
hills.
Yes, it wouldn't
Not
surprise
with
me
the
if they came back.
violence this time.
Yeah. Curiosity more than anything.
I noticed that building is still, I noticed that building's still up and about.
An eyesore to be
The what?
sure, but apparently they're going to...
The one that's just outside here, the one that's made of,
The one that's outside my home.
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I was told by, I think, the mayor that they intend to replace our entire market with the building. Which...
Please.
How do they intend to replace an entire market with a single building? That doesn't even encompass what's the part of the market spread.
Unless it is some kind of similar form of almost magic, like those strange things that they carry with them that
Perhaps so.
produce
There weren't
fire
very many
without
Perhaps
a
they don't
flame.
think that there are as many of us here. Though
Yes,
more arriving in town every day.
I heard, I haven't seen them up close, but the sticks that shoot fire, that project fire, like,
Hello, Miss Mayor.
Yeah,
You feel someone brushing against your tail.
I can't. I have to be careful right now. There's stairs nearby.
oh, hello, Mayor.
Hey.
But yes, wouldn't surprise me if they come. They've been visiting ever since they've arrived the first time, I guess. A few of them would show up here and there during the week.
I see
The cafe.
More than likely, we'll be getting more of them visiting today.
Well, me and Vinna just came in. We just found out about what happened last week.
Oh yeah.
Good morning, both of you.
It was a whole thing. Hi, Sienna.
Is there anything you'd like?
There you
Are you guys actually open for business right now? I couldn't tell. If
Yes, we
you were hanging out or
had
not.
quite a crowd until a few minutes ago.
I see.
We're usually
Looks like we did
open
miss
if the
everyone
door is
but
unlocked.
Oh, I do apologize, Sienna. If I made the room disperse. I didn't mean to.
It's quite alright.
Flexing a little.
Perhaps one day I'll have
It's a jar
renovations that will allow better accommodations for Lamias, but
I don't have much left,
alas,
but I wanted to
it
share
was
it
not
with
something that I considered when designing the place.
My greatest
Appreciation as always.
Of course. Happy to share with you all.
How was your whatever you were doing?
So we don't know which barrel.
I was out of town trying to get procurements for the shop. I had to personally come down to contact my family and get things going. And needless to say, the trade routes have made it an absolute hell.
That makes sense. It's wonderful to see you back. I'm sorry.
I suppose that light bit of rain that I heard was out in that direction didn't help either.
Rain?
Yes, a lot of the roads were completely were flooded, so we had to wait till they
dried out.
Cleared up. They were.
Sorry.
Yeah, they were quite impassable.
I think your dear assistant fluxed, Amari.
Oh yeah, she is having major headaches.
Oh dear.
She must be lost in thought.
Yeah, exactly. Do you...
Maybe not for you.
Thank you.
Gotta get
Do you have any, like, breads or something like that?
Yeah.
Just
We
something
do.
light.
Taken in any.
Yes,
We
we have
do.
friends.
Could I get some of that today?
Of course. Anything with it, or just the bread itself?
You want to try?
No, just the bread itself,
Yes,
please.
I would not want to
Of course.
attempt that with any of
Just a
you.
moment.
Nothing weird happened last night, huh? Nothing weird happened today, right? Everything's calm today, right?
As far as I know, I think things have been fine.
Would you like something weird to happen? I'm sure it can be arranged.
Oh, I have no doubt that it could. Thank you. Oh, goodness.
Sierra, could I perchance have something just a spot? It's been a long trip as well.
Of course.
Something to eat or
Anything in
drink.
particular?
Let's see.
Excuse me?
Alright. Would a wedge be appropriate? Maybe something a little filling or release a good-sized loaf of bread, maybe.
How are you this morning?
Sabrina,
I'm
do you think you
alright,
can get
honestly.
that for us?
Today's actually not too bad. So far.
Thank you, dear.
That's good.
Grab my drink.
How are you feeling, by the way? You started, you know, closing up again after the incident.
Doing these voices is not helping me.
Just feels like a little bit of it feels a little too familiar, I guess.
What brings you out here on your own, Althea? Oh.
Yes. It is surprisingly quiet. More so than it has been.
I imagine those from that type of place will probably once again come their way over here. They usually do so a bit more when the sun hits its apex.
Indeed. Well.
What are your thoughts about them?
Do you think they went out of town? Like everyone. Do you think they went out?
Well, I know, Rowan and Iceheart, and I think one other, what is his name? I forget his name. I know they went out, they went out together to gather some stuff. Not sure which direction they went, but... Oh.
Oh, do you want to help me gather some grass? Since we're not busy.
Perhaps. If you'd like to tag along.
I would not mind.
I am planning to go out later today, Harry. I could always gather some then.
I am simply content to
was
be
thinking
in
it'd be
your
nice
company.
And I am yours. But yes, I do plan to go out and... well, see what I can find for myself out there. I know there's some of the wild berries still growing out there, and I'm thinking of gathering some and bringing it back. Using it for the cafe.
Trying to make a new blend?
I could, perhaps. Although I'm not entirely sure how I'd go about doing it. Maybe I'll set some aside and maybe experiment a little bit. See what I can come up with. Worth a try. Why not?
I'd be more than happy to be present for any of the process.
Well, I may need a helping hand or two. Good morning, Varus.
Seen Renge. May has been missing
I didn't
all
quite
morning
hear
so
you.
far.
You.
Have you seen Renge? She's been missing all morning again.
Ah, Amari? She's up. Last I saw her, she was up at the Crystal Heart.
There you go.
Oh, I didn't see her up there.
She slips by if you blink. She's very smiley.
She's very good at that.
The sound does not like to travel very easily underneath the balcony.
No. Curious as to why, but such are the oddities of town sometimes. Who knows? Stranger
Acoustics
things
are
have
strange things sometimes.
They are.
But back to my original
that
question.
reminds me. Yes.
Our visitors, shall we call them? What are your thoughts about them? Now that they've been amongst us for about a week.
I'm not sure. I'll be quite honest. I find myself growing curious about them. In fact, if opportunity presents itself, I'd like to talk with them. And I'm sure they'd like to talk with us as well. So I see that as a win-win situation. But
more than likely, yes.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, as of right now, I'm just keeping my eye on them. Making sure they're not getting into places that they shouldn't be, at least around here. Least of all, causing trouble.
Yes, because we've had so much of it around here already.
Yes.
Right in this very
it's unfortunate
spot,
timing, if anything.
Actually.
How do you feel about helping me continue?
Yeah. I guess I should pose the same question to you, Miko. What are your thoughts of the visitors?
I'll see what I can do in my end. I'll find tools and stuff so we can start this.
I see them as a unexpected curiosity similar to yourself.
I can tear things down, not build them up.
They are different from what I know, and in a way that I am trying to assess if it is for the better or for the worse.
I think that's a lot of us, to be honest.
So far, they have not given me a reason to dislike their presence. But I have not exactly grown close to any of them, nor have they to me.
Well, they've been,
I suppose,
say, hard to talk to for a little bit.
Well, I know that they have been guarded, and it seems that some of them are more, I guess, intrigued by those of more, I guess. I believe a word that they would almost use often is exotic nature, compared to what I imagine they are used to for individuals.
Welcome back.
I apologize, I have a lot of massive headaches today.
It is quite
Some tea would
alright.
help with that. If you would like.
Perhaps.
Well, there's plenty of it up at the Crystal Heart, should you choose.
Actually, tea does sound pretty good right now.
Tea always sounds good, but then I'm biased.
And they would support me. So, a decent start so far.
Looks like the sun is starting to crest the mountains.
When they came in that last week, did you ever notice that there were a few of those that were from here with them?
Yes, I did.
Tiefling, one of them.
And also the one that definitely had the ears of
Was
an
an
elf. Yes.
Yes, I got a good look of him last time too.
I remember them, yes. I am curious as to what their story is with that, as...
Indeed, what they're doing with them.
They definitely looked to be from our side of the divide.
I'm more curious as to why they are with the visitors more than anything. And how did they come to be with them? Those of... I guess the better way of describing those who have come from the other world, as it were.
You say?
Visitors, otherworlders. There are many names that people are trying to use to refer to them. It's... They are a curiosity. And certainly have
that's an understatement.
Customs and beliefs and many terms that are completely new and foreign to even the oldest of us here.
There are definitely those who are been here long, but even then, even for me, I've only been here 3 weeks, and yet I still know much about our world and its peoples, but they are an oddity to say the least.
If you were here for 3 weeks, then did you happen to see what happened with with the dwarf man the last week? Someone said he was poisoned, but the cask wasn't.
Yes. Well, as for the cask, I'm not sure. That's a question for Sienna. But yes, I was here for that.
We both were here for that. I was very close to it, actually.
Varus said he was a joyous man. A kind one. Is that true?
From what little I spoke with him,
Look to a brighter future, right?
he did, yes.
Give him a chance.
I say. Then that is a sadness. Apparently he was sent here to help this town. By an oracle, nonetheless.
Well, I am not one much for the oracles, whether or not that is of my own volition, but
That's understandable.
I question the validity of the desire to help versus wanting to simply be closer to the otherworlders, but at the same time, one cannot really discern what their actions could or couldn't have been, as they are now no longer able to be enacted.
Indeed.
That's true.
Whatever he would have done has been cut short, and that can't be undone.
No.
It cannot.
I am curious if there was truth in his words or not, but I don't know. I guess now we'll never know.
What words are that?
Unity. More than anything. Unity and a
message of
friendship
togetherness?
for
We do not have a
everyone.
command for it yet.
Indeed.
When I'm not in the scene, I'll try to give one.
Well, some people do like that message. It's a lot better
Oh,
than
don't get me wrong, I do as well.
the wars.
But it's...
There are many meanings of unity.
It's...
Some of them can be
Indeed.
wondrous. There are others that can be putting
Twisted.
gold upon something that is otherwise of little value. It may look beautiful, but it does not change the fact that it holds little beyond the surface. And there are many who have
There's
been through
stories.
such things where some would call it unity and others
stories,
would call
like
it
you said.
tyranny.
There's stories, like you've said, where someone's unity was like someone else's tyranny, so I understand. That part of me.
Of course.
That is a belief I personally hold. I do not believe any benefit would come from entreating with
Some of
the
the
Empire
outsiders are
personally.
back.
Oh?
Do I revel in the environment that this situation has caused? No. At the same time, I cannot say that I do not at least feel a bit relieved that at least Imperial banners will not be hanging over that archway.
I have mixed feelings as well. But then mine are more tainted to recent events. Near and dear to me. Not what happened here, that is, but what is happening elsewhere.
Is it something you wish that you would be wishing to talk about? Perhaps over tea? An open ear.
Over tea would be a better... Yes, but
Somewhere
not right
private.
now. We have...
Later in the day. I feel like having your company again would be most welcomed.
Welcoming. I very much enjoy your company.
I see. You said there were some of the visitors were here?
About 7 of, I think 5 or 6 of them, I think? Although maybe I missed some of the other part of the group, but I caught some of them walking in.
Ah.
Good morning.
No, all this stuff is next week.
Hi,
Please excuse me.
thank you for everything again, Sienna.
Sorry, of course. Thank you for dropping by.
Thank you.
Good morning.
I take it you are already informed that some of the neighbors have started to filter into town.
Yes, Rao should have mentioned they were back. Only half a dozen of them this time?
These famous blue houses
Yes,
they've been,
there
as,
might be.
That said.
There might be more over the course of the day, but it's nowhere near as large a group as about a week ago.
Well, best of luck.
Well, thank you for the service, Sienna. Always satisfying as usual.
Happy you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes, well, I definitely hit the spot after a bit of a trip.
Indeed. Certainly, if there was a flooding.
Delayed it by a couple days over to
I can show you
earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Renge, I can handle mana if you want to talk with them. I just need to go check the map in my house first.
Are you sure you don't need me to come with you? Like, are you sure you can handle it on your own? You have an up-to-date map, correct? You have an up-to-date map.
I have an up-to-date map, unless someone bought a house you didn't tell me about last week.
No, I don't think I have it. So you should be good.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You updated the map.
Probably.
If I break into someone's house, I'm blaming you.
Look, at least it would be you and not anyone else, Varus.
That looks so bad.
Well, that solves one thing that I had to dish out.
It would look better
The ones
regardless,
we're
but at
waiting
least
for
coming from you, it wouldn't be the
going
worst.
to be a little bit longer today.
I guess that's
I see. Okay. Are you guys here ahead of the rest of your party?
I suppose we sort of came here on our own.
Oh, I see. Okay. Because I was just asking because I have a meeting with some of your superiors later on, so I was just checking to make sure that you guys aren't talking.
I'm not aware of such meetings, so nothing to worry about.
Do you guys want to take a seat at one of the tables over there?
If you want, I will happily show you up to the Crystal Heart.
Thank you.
The cafe is open, so if you guys want any drinks or food.
Whatever you feel more comfortable with. This is your home after all.
I'm much better.
Let's go to the cafe then.
It's
I would actually like some food.
That's my fault.
That will probably be the case for a little while at least.
So, quick TLDR, Worlds Apart. This is something heavily inspired by things like the anime called Gate. This is a scenario of which, Earth and this world have a portal that is connected between them, between their worlds. And this is witnessing what happens when these worlds have collided and meet. There's
just watching people.
I like to do that on occasion. It has always been a bit of a pastime of mine.
Definitely pick the right town for it. We have a lot of interesting folks here.
I suppose in a way that is a bit of what drew me here. Just almost in a way similar to how some of them come this way to see us. I myself found myself a bit curious about the idea of that there are people from worlds beyond this one. That there exists a whole nother place with almost a completely different set of rules, customs. Just about everything that we know as fact here is completely rewritten across such a simple boundary.
Oh, I wonder, has anyone from our side even crossed, or?
There is a possibility of that. The group that was here a week ago, there were 2 members among that group that walked in with them, wearing the same clothing, uniforms of that world, but they definitely looked of ours. A tiefling and an elf. If there is anyone to ask that question to, it would be one of those 2. If they have seen what lies beyond the divide that separates what we know from what we don't.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
And there could be even more that have gone through. Even if it has only been for a relatively brief time. Although not many have been keen to approach it, given the events that happened closer to when that barrier between realities broke down.
Right.
Who could forget the stories of the fire in the sky?
I see I've got some fellow people watchers up there. Hello?
Good morning to you too.
Is the cafe open by any chance?
It is. Feel free to come up.
It's up here. There are actually some other worlders inside currently. I mean, I believe.
Yes. Not as many as initially, but they could be slowly trickling in versus the flood that was about a week ago. Such has been the case afterwards. But yes.
It doesn't seem to have affected business too much.
People watching is a
Yes, in a positive light.
interesting and fun hobby in a sense, because just observing people can tell you a lot about them and their daily lives.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes.
Relatively tall man.
Reporter.
Mustache.
Yes. He's
alright,
assisting.
She seems terribly upset. Is she okay?
If at all possible, you could help us in identifying
I'm just.
a few individuals who might also be able to give any sort of testimony as to.
Do you need anything, man?
Do you think it'd be alright if you see, I picked a lot of these earlier, and I was wondering if the other orders would get, like, do you think they'd like them?
Why don't you simply go on, darling?
If you want someone who saw the whole thing.
You're a fast little thing. I'm sure you can get up there and come back just as fast. I was just up there. They were quite hospitable if you just go to the front gate and ask.
You think
Really?
with us?
Oh, thank you so much. I have been starving all day.
More so than a lot of people probably have.
Thank you so much. I look forward to this. I will.
And I suppose we'll treat the
Huh?
Also, we're acquainted with him already.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Oh,
Do you,
perfect.
do you, any of you want anything?
Our goal in this is
Just
to
the 4 of us.
get testimonies and then try to identify where they were using and then try actual evidence of what was used.
I
try
think
to really
I'm going to step out.
categorize and
Determine.
what Harry.
Is everything good? Do you need anything?
There were all kinds of things that were used. All kinds of things.
It was actually delicious.
Some of it I can't even comprehend, honestly. I don't
I'm
quite
glad that
understand.
they're allowing you to enjoy the food and drink this time. I heard
and those are the sorts of things,
about a
I
week
would
ago
love
they were
to
very
have
insistent.
my colleague speak with you about because
based on descriptions, he'll be able to.
Yeah, we
perhaps identify
looked
this
into it
better
and
than I
it's
can.
I see. So you would like Mr. McLean to talk to,
For us.
like, to get
To
testimonies that he
Yes,
can write
yes,
down and whatnot. Mhm.
Sorry,
Yes,
Pete.
specifically,
That-
I am a researcher. I'm a scientist. I
We looked into it, and it turns out it's good for us to eat and drink here. So.
I would be surprised if it were not the
Well, that's
case.
gladdening to hear, at least.
Well, I just want to be here to help where I can, and
I would only be a little bit disappointed if you couldn't enjoy the cheese.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I guess I am. Oh yeah, it's just
I suppose you had spoken to me a bit about what happened that night, but what all else has happened since that night? To lose so many people of political structure.
You okay, Harry?
What's up? I crashed out. I crashed out bad.
Police officers where I'm from.
All right, I'll just let them know that you'll be back.
That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one.
And then this one is just the.
Bundle of flowers.
Oh wait, you're coming back. You're coming back.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's an basically.
Do you like what good for the UN?
I
thought you might be interested in them.
But things have been going through a turbulent period for a little bit before this even happened. And so when when the whole leader structure thing happened,
they seemed like they were really in there.
a lot has happened. You may have spoken to Kane. He's the tall elf with the long red garb. Said he's from the Elven Republic.
When I explained what just happened.
I don't think
I think you did a good job.
I see. He has he's very tall, not very tall, but pretty tall. And he has like a long red garb that goes down to his ankles and whatnot. He is from the Elven Republic, and the Elven Republic didn't exactly exist. Like, it kind of did, but not in the same structure that it does right now. Like, it is its own thing now.
I guess, like a power vacuum suddenly, so many people being left without leaders and political structures surrounding them. Others have sort of grown rapidly.
Try and get rid of the last of my headache.
There's been a sudden lack of political structure, and now there's a struggle to fill that gap.
Command said it's fine.
I'd say that's pretty accurate, but also there's a bit more nuance to it, but too much to go over in one little sit down. But basically, it's a combination of that and a few other things. There's a lot of ideological stuff going on and all that kind of stuff.
Of course. Put it.
But, you know, basically right now it's been people trying to figure out
Sparks a lot more
where the
than
empire will
ideological
actually end up,
struggle.
because it's at a very pivotal moment where, depending on the actions that are taken and who gets put into power, things could go
I just caught a
very
deer,
much one
so
way.
I'll be bringing by some meat that can
leads
be used
to
for
a
stews
more,
or something.
equal, if you could say, society. And one that would probably lead to a lot more instability.
The other day.
And you never know when you're traveling.
Yeah.
There's this person
The quality is good.
I'm not exactly.
You don't have to worry about Empire conflict coming here though to this town. Since the Battle of the Blood Moon, the only representative of the Empire that has come here is that dwarf that unfortunately passed away. They've been kind of keeping a distance because they don't want to. They're kind of scared of another Battle of the Blood Moon happening. So.
Yes.
I think a lot of people are scared of another battle, Larry.
Yeah. A lot of criminals aren't even really coming here too much, like into town. I can't really speak to the new people that showed up last week though. I haven't vetted them all. But really, as long as you like, the path from here to your dais is probably the safest place right now, and like bandits don't really show up too often. And once you go deeper into the woods, it's a different story. But you know,
Happen.
I suppose we'll have to keep that.
not never.
well, yeah, but that's what you have guards for.
Yes. Well then, on the base, not on the power. Yeah, I'm not a politically minded person, nor particularly,
Form at will.
I'm not
Thank
involved
you
in any
guys so much.
structures. I'm just
It
a
tasted lovely.
researcher
How much do I
and
owe you?
Scientist, so I want to do what I can do to help.
I didn't run some kind of political campaign to become mayor.
Taylor.
I got kind of put into this role after the previous mayor died.
Oh, I see. And
She'll be there.
Thanks a lot.
Just sneak past.
Thank you all so much. Have a lovely day.
You too.
Good
to see you again. I hope things are going well.
They were Dwarven.
I believe they are, yes.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm not one for crowds, so I'll be around.
Oh no.
I would recommend, if you want other testimonies,
curious one.
all kinds of people have different things.
Not many
about
like
it.
to walk
Like,
around openly
just
like
interact with
that.
the people, see their sides of everything. There's
No.
all kinds of different perspectives. There are people who are
Very
politically
interesting.
minded here. There are people who like have different
But
ideologies.
it is her choice.
And whatnot. And just come to. I encourage you to actually just get.
And
your
for the
own
most
view
part,
of
she's
things rather than
honestly
just taking one person's
rather
word
safe
for
to
it.
do so around here. For
No, of course.
And when it comes to the Battle of the Blood Moon, I think that if you want
In some senses.
perspective of people who
True.
witnessed it from like a distance, me and my assistant.
There
would
are
be
some that I
excellent
feel
people
like
to
would
ask. If you want people,
one could
like,
argue
who
that
are
make them less safe.
literally down on the ground. Again, it would be
They aren't
the captain of the
exactly
guard
known
and
for
his
being
sister.
trusted a lot.
Well, I'll ask them first.
It's true.
Yes, yes.
Many stories, many
if we are able to discover
unkind things said about them.
illegal, well, what we consider to be illegal chemical weapons.
It wouldn't surprise me if most of it is undeserving of them.
May ask if they're comfortable with us running a few tests.
There are always examples that
those weapons being
are
used
different
on
from the
serious
rest.
complications that
There are certainly some
Indeed.
that have
Is that a concern?
earned that reputation.
Yes, there are
Some-
You are not wrong.
Not
You are
all.
not wrong.
weapons are used on people, at least on our side, which is where our lack of understanding of your people's
We'll see.
your people's biologies presents a very strange circumstance where we don't know what they would do. Even in the best of circumstances, obviously we
Probably
only
not.
have experience
Just in case.
with. Yes, just in case. Not saying that there is any certainty in those, but there are instances where chemical weapons have been used on humans on our side in the past in our history, and this is why these weapons are considered illegal. However, given
Them talking about biology and such.
themselves, we don't have.
I kind of want to try to position them in such a way that if they're trying to like see if they can get people willing to offer samples, they try to get Miko as a human baseline.
You don't
Fucks
mind
up
my
their data
asking,
set.
These chemical weapons, you say, what exactly would they, I guess, have an effect on us or the environment itself?
Is it similar to a poison?
Similar, yes. Things like poisons are actually considered chemical weapons on our side. It's nasty business. Basically, anything that is any sort of weapon that doesn't kill someone quickly and without causing severe, basically maladies over a long period of time we consider that sort of thing to be highly illegal, because if you're going to kill someone, you should just, get it over.
I am of a very similar stance. I am of a very similar belief.
Mari, if I may.
Yes, I think I know what you're about to say. Yes, let's walk away real quick.
One moment.
Okay.
Where did she go?
Down that way.
Hope they didn't experience chemical weapon.
I mean, that's the whole
It makes me wonder how
No, for
close we are genetically.
Do you require anything else?
I might have some interesting information.
A cup of water. I'm sure there's Brainiacs, all over that right now. They seem a little too keen,
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Kind of worries me a little bit.
Yeah, after the second one.
Likewise.
War.
From a different
Temporary, honestly, yeah. It's
things that our folks were talking about. And you can't just go in there and start poking and prodding people with me. Some sort of lab.
Sometimes, well, most of the times in research of medicine, you discover something really terrifying.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Like trying to hurt cats. Good. It's good enough we have all of
Some
this going on,
compound.
We don't really have to worry about ourselves.
Yeah. I will tell him later about.
Mercy.
I might try some of that tea.
Tell us, Vina, were there any interesting stories that you acquired on your journey?
For the most part, it was, the trip back was very uneventful, though going off, I ran into a few, less than savory individuals trying to, head towards the town.
I see.
Yes.
Are you finished, right?
Safe to say, I don't think they'll be coming around. I think I persuaded them to go the other way.
Good to hear.
Wasn't quite what I expected, but
for the most part, it was
very much worth the step.
a very lovely trip, though quite far.
Were any of the lizard
After
persuasion?
what you just said, though,
I really think you should talk.
No, I do not believe so. They were mostly human of one siren. That's a...
What do you think about what happened last week?
I'm afraid I was out at that time, but it was a bit of a shock, I have to admit.
You often frequent this cafe? How long have you been in Dallas?
I've been popping in and out trying to get things running here. Slowly but surely establishing the shop and get things running over the last couple weeks. Not rather infrequently, unfortunately, so only a...
May I ask, have you seen the other worlders? I believe some have come to town.
There's a few that are up in the cafe right now.
They're in the cafe.
I see. And what are you looking at?
Nothing in particular at the moment.
I saw someone that was on the side of the cliff and then they ran out.
Should I be looking at
That
something?
forest boy again. Don't think. Well, I will go speak with them. I have questions.
I live right next to them there.
Someone with white hair and dark clothes around?
Been building?
Yes, it's the second building over there.
trying to remember if
My shop
anyone,
is on the first level.
I'm not always the best with names and faces, so... I'm afraid I will not be of much help here.
Some things, of course, will take time. If it's a bit of a,
Maybe I'm
delicacy
just
or a bit
paranoid
complicated,
after
it takes
last
more
week.
for me, but give me enough time ahead of time. And proper coin, of course. Things can be
I
procured.
understand. I found a house that I'd like to buy.
I plan to stay around for.
Oh, really?
quite a while, so knowing where the general store is, it'll be great. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Of course, Kane. I certainly hope that any more exciting events.
If I had some flowers, I'll leave it next time to bring the energies a little better.
I was actually going to be looking. Have you seen a catkin around, Mr. Tur?
Karak, I don't believe.
Yes, I saw him at the base.
I didn't see him at all today. They're at the base.
Yes, I said, what did I say to him?
Oh.
I'm not sure. They would know anyway.
I see. Oh no. That's where
Anyway,
our
it's
little
getting a little bit
forces went
crowded
off
here.
to.
I'm gonna dally on.
Yeah. Let's get out of the way of the main pathway.
Good to see you guys again.
Seems that our force is somewhere else right now.
I already work at my nose. I smoke.
What? Why? It's like the worst thing you can do. Yeah, nicotine is wonderful for focusing, and it affects neurotransmitters.
You know what else helps you focus? Working out.
Why are the young ones always the ones that are fast and have knees?
Nimble.
Has this always been here? Once I feel like they could have stood up and looked like this proud as a people. The way a lot of them have become is unbefitting, hiding in the shadows.
My sister is out and about. Meanwhile, I'm actually on my way up to go talk to a few of your compatriots as well, who have been waiting on me all morning so far.
I see. But then I won't.
I will be around. Yeah. Just remind me. They kept me on a busy schedule with him today, so.
And they can always reach you by Harpy, Capo.
Sure, but dude, be great.
He seems genuine.
How are we paying?
Peppermint as well.
That is a good question. How much is a peppermint tea?
Yeah. So.
I'm not having to look at the menu.
That would be.
Oh.
Any kind of
copper,
tea
no?
is 2 tala.
Yeah.
To what? To tell them.
Oh.
Right.
Alright, I'm fairly certain they won't take paper money. I've got a quarter, 2 dimes, and 5 pennies.
What drawings are these?
So there's a quarter.
Drawings on there?
Well, yeah, it pulls out a piece of. This is what we call a $1 bill. You have the ones on it to denote the valuation, and this is our first president. His name was George Washington. He was a general.
President.
And then sort of a leader, sort of the person who the first among equals.
You put
visitors
of your past leaders upon your currency?
Only the really important ones. They sort of have to earn it.
Yeah. Is this the leader of your United Nations together this thing?
So, in this case, he was sort of the founder of our homeland.
They should not the leader of the United Nations. They're not here now. But
If I may, the entire land?
Representatives.
No, you're president.
I will purchase the other worlder's tea for them. You said how much?
2 talent per cup.
No, they're not. He's not the emperor. No, we're not. None of us are. We're not that big.
And one for myself.
What are they? What are these, like, how coined? What do these look like? For denomination wise.
Well, there's a taler here, which is our larger denomination, and then there is the
king.
Hold up.
I guess
The single denarii,
and then also other people that
which
were
is
important.
1/100th of that.
Andrew Jackson.
And what is the finish on those? What do they look like? Like copper, porcelain, or what am I looking at here?
Usually these are smaller copper coin, and usually these are of a nicer metal, depending. But sometimes they may also be made of copper, simply larger. It depends. There is no real standardization within the empire. It's just
So how about this?
generally
Hold up an
me
incredible
interject.
new,
I've
very
resolved this
shiny
being
copper
pronounced.
penny. So like that?
Thank you.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah, of course.
that looks to be about, I don't know, could be 50 denarii worth. There's enough copper there. At least it seems.
Oh, yeah, this is copper plating, I think. That one's after 1960. We better not use those. Someone might get mad at us. It's not copper all the way through. They put a layer of copper over it.
It's already been paid for anyways by
I
don't want to anger many a merchant. Careful.
Alright.
Okay, so we won't use our coins here
I'll
then,
perhaps go
but
find the
here
mayor
our
and
tea is
come talk
here.
about this
I think I'm
discussion of
thank you for buying our tea, though. At least I could do
proves
is
to be a consistent
sit down
issue
and
with
have a conversation. Thank you so much.
trying to figure out how to make a proper. I'll let you go do that now, because I feel like I saw them recently, so I know where they are. I can ask them to come back over this way, perhaps facilitate the conversation.
Dissuade him in a different plane
Pardon
of
me?
existence.
The black-haired lamia woman.
Perhaps there's no way to resolve it, and we'll figure out that, or I don't know.
Yes.
You say...
Cellular membrane? Like I saw
I'm
one of
already-
them just like completely just.
Notice we're being watched by a couple individuals as we move around.
What? I mean, yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We very much value your investment in the town. Thank you, thank you.
This is
And
my
please,
assistant, by the
please
way.
enjoy the hospice.
Clear, so
Yes,
We met last week. Yeah. Nice to meet you again.
Please enjoy.
All right.
Thank you.
Whenever you have, you are clear to go inside. Whenever you have your everything together, just stop by and just when you see me, even just come up to me and give me that first lump payment. And as long as it's paid by the end of next week, then you're totally fine.
That's gonna be the main
Sure.
thing.
Actually, I can pay it as soon as Fritz comes back with his backpack.
Okay, cool.
Omari.
Alright, I have to take this meeting now? Oh, yes. Yes, I have to take a meeting, so is this something fair?
It will likely not be, but when you are free then, there's something I feel like we might need to try to figure out discussion in terms of reconciling the manner of which, I guess, the Otherworlders' currency compared to our own, as it seems there has been many uncertainties and understandings of what should and should not be honored.
Yes, that's actually a very good point. We will definitely have to do that at some point. I will come to you when we do that.
Please, it would be most appreciated.
Oh my god.
Apologies. I was dealing with somebody buying a house.
Alright. It's quite alright. Take your time. We're gonna have words about this later.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Okay, so you're right there. So we can go. Would you like to have it at? Would you like to have the meeting somewhere? Would you want to have it
The whole name.
No.
Rather long.
Silly.
You take a picture, right? And then we have a
trial.
cut glass here.
You take a lot of pictures at once.
We don't want it
so
nearly as
it's
much.
like coming up the other side.
I've passed the message along. They are a bit preoccupied with some of the Otherworlders right now, but they will be by later. And
Time goes on.
we will try to see about figuring out a solution.
Well, what if each of these bands of light
A lot of some property.
So he put thermometers.
Now with the power of computers and smartphones, which is a computer in itself, they do the processing and the making of this content at like insane speeds. It's really cool. It's really really useful.
If you put another thermometer to
That's...
the other side of the blue.
How can someone do all that so quickly? These are
That
things that take...
is not a question for me. I only know so much. I just know just enough so I can make the content I make. But I think there's a guy here that's he does mechanical stuff and deals with like engineering. So if you can find him, I'm sure he'd be glad to tell you. Certainly to tell you way more than what I can offer.
So 1, 2, 3.
Very well.
Oh, these numbers we do not.
Hey, well, who knows? If you ever get over to our world and you wanna, see performances of me, or if you wanna be a follower, you're very much in your right to do so. I can totally help you get set up with an account and square away your password and just, make everything easy for you. I'm always happy to help a fan.
You can actually say, well, what does that mean in relation?
Fans.
So I know that at 32 degrees, water freezes. That's how cold it has to be for water to turn to ice.
I'm very thankful at least.
I suppose. I don't know how going to your world would be. It sounds quite strange and very quick.
But if we take this thermometer and put it to the right...
Yeah, it's a really, really fast society, which is good in a way, but then also, even with the speed of things that we can use, I have to stay on top of everything, or else I completely lose the engagement of the people that watch me. It's
You're
bittersweet.
This man wishes for action.
No. Well, I mean, like I was. That's not that type of engaged. No, like people who are what's the word? Interested. Yeah, I lose that interest, people's interest, if I don't stay on top of things and continually make things for them to watch.
wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
The same way that you could eat.
Interesting.
Yes, but that is the
People say content life is
If you're an entertainer, you want to keep the crowd eyes on you, otherwise you're not that good an entertainer.
Exactly.
But
Because if you don't keep their entertainment, then you flop. So I gotta stay at the top of my game.
With fairly good accuracy.
Also, I did not get your name. I'm so sorry. What is your name?
My name is Miko.
With iron, because I need to build, or at least get them to shape.
Could you say that again? Sorry.
Miko.
Miko. Miko. I have a lot of names to remember, but I will do my best. This is a really cool town that you guys have. I really feel like I'm in the past, in a good way. Yeah.
What do cities on the other side look like if not like this?
Slams his hand on the table.
Yes.
I mean, this is more, I guess, medieval. I'm not sure exactly what the differencing in our world.
Our town is not
No. Not evil, not evil. Medieval. It's medieval. That's the time period that we had in the past. It's not an evil thing.
We're not middling amounts of evil either.
I'm sorry.
That's not what I mean. It's like this is what the time period's called. It's not evil or middling. Okay, so no.
Just call me Chris. Either one works. It's fine.
God, hello, hi.
Yes, that's me.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, hello, Kane. Yes.
Nice hey, hi. I'm Graham.
Good night.
Her eyes are up there.
Yeah. Sorry, I just not used to a lot of
what are you
this.
studying?
It's cool. It's really cool. It's really neat. Right. So, any case, not saying you're evil. No one's evil. Everybody's cool. Everybody's really chill here, and I enjoy it. I'm not saying anyone's evil. That's just the time period that we described. It's just the name of that. Like we have the modern era, which we're in, for the UN or the humans that we are in the other world. That isn't here. The digital age. I'm spelling a lot of words. I'm hoping these are coming across because I don't know how to explain all of this.
There's a lot that you
There are
say
many
that's
that do not have an equivalent over here.
Could you grab his cold cup of tea for me?
True that.
The one for this individual who has not taken it yet, so I'm going to take it since I paid for it. We're not going to drink it yet.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I was
moment, please.
Conversating. That's my fault. Sorry about that.
Into the
well, that's embarrassing. Okay.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
So
here.
Digital.
Now we
Digital.
See this tea is this
it is things of technological advancement, prowess that we have, which is computers again. And I'm falling into a loop. Yeah, I wish I had more to say on these things because I'm not exactly well versed in the matters of the things that we use. I just know how to use them well.
What do these things do exactly? With digital computers?
Let's see. You can make you can do posts, which are like. If you made a post to your news board, I guess, and then you upload it to a cloud. Not an actual cloud, but like a digital cloud.
Right to the clouds?
Oh, jeez. Okay. It goes to a cloud that's virtual. It's not real specifically, but it kind of is.
Everyone's mass hallucinating over there.
Through their computer.
A cloud that's real, but not real. Interesting.
Temperature, but it's
an illusionary cloud is a good way to put
collective hallucination.
People know it's
Impressive.
there.
Oh, it's
that is
lesser
big
magic.
words.
Rethink a number of ways I understood how
Well,
it worked.
I mean, it's not exactly magic either. It's like
As much as he is a practitioner as such, I am an
tech. I don't. Do you guys have sex? Do you guys have like
specialization.
machines or anything here? Anything mechanical?
It have certain effects and such.
Like, are these?
We have some devices that have.
I am learning so
I
much today.
don't know. Nothing as fanciful as your sticks that your sticks that
my questions at
emit
I
fire.
didn't I believe it matches.
It seems that they are desperate for your inclusion.
Molecular agitation.
Yes,
I think
so, yes.
I don't know how to explain that. How do you explain a computer?
Wait,
Interesting question.
why did you?
Die now here. I need to.
And that's actually one of the reasons I wanted
so
to
what did you need to know about?
myself to you. See, what I just
A computer.
Nothing, and he talked about posting into the clouds, but the clouds weren't there. But then, board.
Yes, how can you take a postboard and put it in the cloud, and the cloud doesn't exist?
Okay,
Yeah,
how'd you even get yourself in this situation? Okay, so look, think of a book. Yes, a book where whatever you wish to come out, you press a part of the book, and it turns magically all the things on the page.
So it
into
is
something else.
magic.
It's a bit of
magic.
Yes. In your terms, yes, it's a bit of a magical device. Yes. Just play with it.
Yeah, I guess.
But yes. What other things have my good friend Bothib been telling you, all of you?
When you say see its future,
That might be horrible.
Accurately predict the future.
Digital and
knowledge of things that are not here.
It sounds.
You go first.
It sounds like.
Yeah, we have phones too. Yeah, I was trying to explain phones.
Knowledge that
It's
they
like
seek.
it's like a mini computer.
Yes.
Any
The
moment.
dad in our empire.
Can I?
You said it is.
No, not that.
He says there's a
quick second,
postboard
Mr. Graham. Sorry.
side of your hand.
Yeah.
And you can.
Yeah, this was not the case.
It's in the hand. Like, is it a tiny world
hello.
inside?
I'm back
How
again.
can it fit in my hand if it's an entire?
I suppose I don't know how to.
I don't suppose you're here regarding the
It would be so small.
subject I had
Not yet,
mentioned.
no.
How would one do
Yeah,
that?
we are stepping
Carve an
out
entire
while
fucking hand like that.
Koyuki is
Even the
going
finest
out to get
scholars would be
some
able to
samples
write
of
handwriting
some
that
local wildlife to give to our friend here.
I see.
I don't think I've actually introduced myself. Dr. Koval.
I'm still convinced they're lying to us. I don't see how all of this works.
Pleasure, Miko.
This makes no sense to me as well.
Fascinating. I guess some of the other personnel were made it here earlier.
Oh yes, yeah. In fact, Dr. Asha came here well before any of the rest of us.
That they did.
There's something that I am a bit curious about one thing.
You alright? Oh, the tail almost
Yeah,
got
no,
me.
it's quite alright. Hello. Can I help you?
Are you with the army? They sent you the blue hats.
He's wearing the blue
your part
hats.
Yes, so you're a soldier.
Not quite at this moment. I'm a
He's
doctor
a healer.
attached to the mission. Dr. James Koval. A pleasure.
Artillery shells, I think.
Oh my goodness. Wait, did they tell me that they were looking for me earlier? I can't remember.
Say again?
Who?
Firing America. Yes.
There's two people talking right now. I can't understand either.
Sorry, I didn't catch you.
My apologies.
I remember hearing something about them earlier, but so much information has been dumped on me all at once that I'm forgetting to tell of it.
What's going on?
I do not envy your position at all.
We're doing a roll for that. What are you doing with time?
I do not
You
envy
forgot
my
that it
position.
probably wasn't important.
Spent the last few weeks trying to establish my trade into the Valis. I bring a bunch of various goods and wine and other things that I have away from the Yula.
walk over it? Is that considered rude? Well, if I walk over it and I step on it, then I'm gonna feel like an asshole. Yeah.
Then I suppose you just shouldn't step on it. I mean, simply put, it's something you simply get used to over time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to do that.
Are these reviews? They don't have blue hats.
And honestly, with them in particular, they're relatively used to it.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
not
right.
necessarily a requirement. It's just
Cool.
something
I'll
that's
just go ahead and just.
I'll be okay.
If anyone sees Mistlefink head towards his hut, please let me know. Well, if Mistlefink goes to his hut, the ground is half covered in rust and half very shiny as though the wood had been polished.
Right, what I was saying.
Is that right?
Okay, he's currently inside the cabin.
I don't know anything. I'm
I was gonna let him know,
very
but
dumb.
since he's in the middle of
It is
everyone,
not
I was
true
gonna say
what I said. They are like books.
Like where my expertise on the matter
Like
ends.
the professor here has said, they're more like books. I'm just I kind of get them mixed up with other things, but yeah, they're like super magic books that do magic things and
Alcohol in this one.
magically make
Mostly fermented
magic.
grapes, fruits, various other things of the like.
Words.
Apologies for my friend here. He is what you call in our world an influencer, you see. He usually promotes what do influencers do?
I very much like to try.
We influence the people with good, gracious knowledge of social ongoings. We also teach them things that they might have not known before in a
Wait,
more
you said
free manner.
followers before, so influencers are your word for gods.
It's fascinating to learn about different
That's not what the goal was.
Well,
as great as that might be.
No, that was a misinterpretation of what
Really? Yeah, I guess in a way. In a way, yes. Technically, yes. Kind of a god.
how to shake on something.
So more like a messenger or something like that, really. They're like the ones that
manipulate people. Who's that?
Out of the lower
Yeah, and he
Let's say the gods offer him. Let's say a god offers, tells him to promote a product. He's the one that goes, "Hello, everybody! Look at this cool
Oh my god, no!
piece of liquor I have." And then the followers
That is more accurate. As much as I would like to be a god. I mean, typically.
He's probably close to take this back to base. Alright.
Wait, do you guys have gods in the world?
Definitely like to try some of that one.
What's yours?
There are beliefs.
It's also served in the...
There's something of that case. It's
I'm looking forward
not
to
one that I am
Boss, I found Williams.
particularly one that I put much into. I prefer to look at what I can actually see around me.
I didn't want to step on the
They're
nice
afraid of the
lady's tail.
tails.
Okay, I just wanted to be nice. I'm not afraid of the tails. I didn't want to step on the tail.
You're putting your dirty shoes on their chairs. It's not nice.
These are the XJR 9000s. They are fresh and new until they got dirt on them. They are very clean. I clean them every day.
Well, you just walked through the forest.
It only happened when I got burned.
You just walked through the forest.
Okay.
No idea what he just said.
Okay. It's just XJ9 9000.
God, I really am the goddamn
Said nothing but glare at me.
Yeah, I mean,
And Jimmy
yes,
just demonstrated Hedgehog
it's
slipping.
fired. You know, it's not exactly like
From that, but
Guard Captain Var said things
it's a bit noisy around here. I'll just speak to some people in a more private matter.
My name is Margarita, or you can just call me Maggie. I'm the cook with my people, and this is
Anybody wants to talk
one
there.
of them.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of conversations around me. You are the what for
If
them?
anyone would like to be down there, that's more than welcome.
I'm the cook and also PG.
Yo, she cooks some banging sandwiches. They're so good. She's so good at it.
Oh, you're the cooking expert they were talking about.
It's
managed to throw myself off the balcony.
I'd be most curious to see how the differences between cooking is done between places. Where are my manners? My name is Miko. A pleasure.
Excuse me.
You'll go free, but the other one will go to jail. If they both steal one another,
My name is Vina Nasha. Wonderful to meet you.
the optimal solution is
Nice to
that
meet you both.
both of them shouldn't squeal, but will that be what happens?
What kind of foods do you make on your side of things?
Graphs of,
Yes.
Usually food from my culture specifically, but also just to get everyone fed. The other day I made feijoada, and I make sometimes some sandwiches. I like to make soup when it's cold. I like to make sure that everyone eats a lot of veggies, because it's healthy.
This is probably the first thing that I've heard that doesn't sound like they are trying to cast some sort of spell while explaining it.
Or absolute gibberish.
Yes, I don't think this one is lying. This one is telling the truth.
Predict the future, but you can predict the most likely outcome.
Oh, my job is just to make sure everyone around me is healthy, so I try my best to make tasty and healthy
We would
foods.
call it quantum entanglement.
Even if I have to scold them every day to eat fruit.
What if that future someone predicted?
Why would anyone not want to eat fruit? That is probably one of the most enjoyable parts of the meal.
Peppermint. Would be almost what we would call that a
I have to
mathematical
sneak
impossibility.
sometimes healthy stuff on their plates because they get pouty. They're like
I mean,
children.
always getting something. I mean, that's
Hmm.
nothing is absolute.
Well, what is this unhealthy food that you speak about?
Just for a moment.
Oh,
People
unhealthy
eat things that make them
cereal
sick.
mostly that they like to eat.
My friend Harry here.
No, it doesn't make
Why
them
would you-
sick, but it's not as nutritious as filling as normal food. But it usually tastes better for people in where I come from, because it has a lot of sugar and other things.
I'm sure I can find
You
some
must
books
be
on
very,
Imagine-
very wealthy then. Sugar is not the easiest thing to come
Yeah,
by.
Really, usually.
Anyone have any idea
No,
what
I
friend
don't know.
Tell me about
I can't.
cashier did?
Bring the cereal I asked from you earlier over here.
What you can do to keep it, alive.
Now she is in the cafe right now.
If they're-
I
if the
totally
guy
did not
doesn't have
plant
a
the
lot of
idea that
sugar,
influencers are gods because they have followers.
versus others. When there are certain
Sugar is quite hard to come by.
in this scenario that Musa will sneeze in this location.
I meant cashing.
We can let them say some small
Try to
talk.
give them a piece. Yeah, give them a piece.
Perfect.
My apologies. I do not
what I
see
don't
either
like
of them.
giving people to eat in the morning
They
because it's
have
unhealthy and a lot of
he's
sugar is
been
not as filling as a toast.
intimidating
with some
the
fruit.
travelers from the other world. That's what they've been doing for the
Here's
last
3
like
pieces
hour.
for each one.
You eat it like porridge. You eat it with milk in a bowl.
I don't know
But
what they're up
you
to at the
can
moment. It's
taste
been a
test
little
it
while since I
here.
was
She
on
gives
there.
you a piece of cereal. It's very sugary, I warn you.
He seems to be on a ridge from what I can tell from,
chocolate
at least
cake as
with,
I'm Sienna. It's a pleasure.
Oh, believe me, I wish.
How's
with
things
Wolkia and
going
them, and friends.
Busy, my friend.
Very strange
How is your-
feeling, and it's not
Quite
unpleasant.
wonderful. Curious and interesting, but
What did you call this?
wonderful nonetheless. I'm glad to hear that.
Cereal.
I had my own little outing with
Specifically the brand Pink Hills. Pink Hills, right?
Chocolate Pinkios. Yes. Chocolate
Gives you a little piece. It's very
I
sugary.
have it in my
Would you
mind.
like one as well to test?
Do you feed or possess any herbs that actually flower?
Like lavender.
I do.
Oh, how does it
Are you
work?
talking more in terms of like seed, or are you talking in terms of like the plant itself?
Say that he'll show me his lab.
Just something that flowers. I was just curious.
That's
I
very
asked about
very sweet.
Well,
I'm
procuring flowers.
It's very sweet.
And it's very
I
common.
knew of Mr. Turd.
And it's common for your people to have such sweet
might have
things.
flowering herbs.
Yeah, actually, yes. We have plenty of
I
them.
have a great deal of
Lollies,
them.
like lollipops.
What kind
we have
of
other
ordnance landed
Jasmine
over
being
here?
the most
Was it
prominent
just
of them.
standard
Jasmine
mortars?
is
Or was there anything more nasty, like a Geneva Convention?
It was
artillery from the mortar.
It's basically banana flavored sweets.
Actually,
As a heads up, Musafix does look like he is leaving the cafe, so someone might want to keep an eye
A few
on
more I
him.
think I have lying around that I
Does it
could
made with
Actually, have
plant
any
for you
on
and
it?
gift you some flowers in some time.
They do, but like
I would be happy to do so.
we can flavor things without
If you wish to
necessarily
do so,
having
I will
the
definitely not
fruit.
have
Like the
anything
thing
against
I gave you, it tastes like sugary fruit,
Of course, my
but
friend.
there's
I
not
would be
actually
happy to.
real fruit in it.
It's only really getting back on its feet
How,
now, so
how do you add
it's
fruit
always
but
a little bit
don't have fruit?
mixed up, and I'm often in here, so I don't have the greatest.
Is this also another mass hallucination like these computers that people were talking about in this cloud?
And this, yeah, right in the clouds, but not.
Sorry.
No, not exactly. I would.
Oh, you guys have alchemy here, right?
I could just kind of.
Yes,
Alchemy,
exactly. That
right?
was
You guys have alchemists?
As long as you don't wander
Yes, I am an alchemist myself.
across there. That's
Well,
looks
we
damaged.
found a way
Some of
to
that might
mix
be
different
unstable
ingredients and other
dangerous, but if you
chemicals
stick to the
to make
solid
artificial
ground, then-
flavoring.
That's no worries. I've
So
climbed
something
mountains,
could
I've
taste
gone
like
hills,
oh,
deserts.
without
you
actually
name
using
it.
apples.
I've been around everywhere, so.
That's how we usually flavor our sweets back home. It makes
would
it
love to
mass
hear that.
production
It's part of
here,
my
and but it
But
makes
yes,
it
you're
less
free to wander
healthy.
around,
Yeah.
as far as I know. So long
Hmm.
as your
Strange.
people don't have any.
I imagine the
objections.
process is difficult if that's the case. It's
Must be a
such
long
a
brewing
task doesn't seem
technique.
easy.
Well,
Well, I
nice
would
to
not be
talk
the
to you.
best person to know because I am
Yeah,
not
because
a
I would love to talk
scientist,
some more
but
sometime.
that
Maybe
it's
next
quite normal.
time
You
at
can
the
grab a
tavern
flavor, an artificial
opens,
flavor,
and,
like little
share
flasks
those
at
stories.
a normal shop.
Of course.
You can
You
use
alright?
them
The
for
air
baking
taken
and
from your
cooking.
lungs
Thank
there
you for
for
your
a bit.
Very heavily.
And such a small
Very
amount.
heavily.
We
Vanilla.
need to sit down.
You
Look
know
quick.
vanilla? It's quite
I'll be okay.
for us to
Thank you,
have
though.
artificial vanilla flavors, right, Professor?
Enjoying sampling their food.
Many different flavors as well.
Glad you enjoyed it.
It is very
And
unique.
it's not usually eaten in small doses. Like the one we gave you, it's a part of a bigger whole. We usually eat it in bigger chunks, as they say. Like
Yeah, like a porridge.
like
You pour
100
it
pieces
in the
at a
bowl
time.
and milk.
Exactly. Yes.
You want to sit outside for a bit?
What other plans?
So
do
you
have
eat
for today?
multiple of them.
You brought a smile to someone's face today, Harry.
Yeah, you grab with a spoon and
Always a nice day.
Not
in the
many
air
at
for
once.
now.
Usually best
the
served
bowl,
with milk.
and then you add milk. Yes,
I
like
would
milk.
definitely
That would be a
stop
lot.
by your shop to pick up some more herbs and spices from the meals.
It's already so
Well,
sweet.
grab the bag
To
again.
eat so much
I
at
can go do that
once.
now if you'd like.
No, of course.
How does one like
There's like the picture of like in
something so sweet?
the thing of a bowl with like milk and the cereal, like you know, with his advertisements.
And a really cute mascot over here.
Actually,
And then maybe keep asking.
Hmm.
And up above here it says Pinkios.
give me one brief.
Chalky Pinkios.
Of course.
That's.
Can I?
Very
There
interesting.
would be so much sweet food all at once.
Hmm.
And that's why I don't like when they eat it, because it's not healthy.
But I needed
To be fair, there are more healthier options that come in cereal form as well, isn't there not?
Well, is my breakfast not good enough?
What most people would say.
I'm not saying anything. This is the one that we brought ourselves to outro. I'm not saying that it's the ones that we. I'm sorry. I have to say your coffee is very delicious.
Good.
I realized that I didn't know what was in my tongue to refer to you.
But yeah, I did want to ask actually.
Slime, I would often refer to myself as a slime.
What kind of cuisine do you all have here? Now that we've introduced our cereal brand as well. What do you usually have for the morning?
I suppose there are slimes that are not
Well,
as
breads,
well, that don't
pastries,
possess
tea, coffee,
existence awareness.
Cheese.
But
cheese.
not that you'll see
Do
in
you
a town
guys
as
have
this.
pancakes?
Pancakes?
What is
Cakes in
Pancakes?
a pan?
No. It's a breakfast item where I come from.
You have cake for
It's
breakfast.
like a
It's
like
not
a very
cake.
thin cake.
Yeah.
Cooked
It's not
in a
exactly
skillet.
cake, but yeah. It's not.
No,
A very flat
usually
cake.
for, like,
Like a normal cake would be this thick. A pancake would be around this one. This just around like here.
So
Very
you,
flat.
you take a full cake and smash it down to a small.
I believe so. It comes from a
Yes,
tree
very-
that's sweet in flavor.
Yes.
Small
Yes,
and
we
delicate,
have
I would
things.
say. And usually you'd have more than one, just like the cereal. Usually you have like 2 or 3 stacks. Some people go even for like very much many stacks, up to 10 sometimes. And usually have it with syrup and butter.
They have an
Make it
example of
extra
this
tastier.
cereal here, if you're curious.
This
Apparently
sounds
there are
like a
many
rather expensive
times.
meal from.
Yes.
How interesting.
It's not really expensive. At least where we come from.
No,
Yes,
you can make it with. It's not any more and less ingredients necessarily than say. Well, if the syrup, I suppose, depending on where you are, might be more expensive. But
Yes, but it's
That's rather difficult to come by, at least in large quantities.
right, I mean, to all that I know, nobody has tried the trees around here. It's possible that some could be used to make it, but
We could treat this
I wonder if Moose
No,
is
I
trying
don't
to
think
make
they're
a
the
case.
ones that you're thinking of. So,
haven't the slightest.
How does one find out?
There's maple trees around here.
Well, we can always substitute it with honey, if that's a.
unknown, but I highly doubt that the ones around here
Excuse me?
would
Pardon me?
be used for that.
Oh, hello there.
Oh.
We're trying to explain our food to them. I tried to. You're a scientist.
Actually, speaking of them,
The way they prepare food, it seems like it's such delicacies are commonplace.
I was given permission, and
How
I
interesting indeed.
They must all live like royalty over
two
there.
baggies of Earl Grey tea.
Well, it's
Oh, did you trade?
not exactly call it royalty. Back where we live, you can say that we've developed the ways to properly mass produce the most basic of food necessities that allows us to make more advanced form of foods, such as the pancakes we mentioned.
And they made such things available to all rather than
Okay, sure. Do you know which
keep it to
make Earl Grey?
nobility.
Because it's the special one.
Of course, our
you mean
our commodities are free to be shared to everyone. As long as you have the money for it, but everyone is given equal opportunity to work for that as well.
Do you want to do Missile Finks or do you want to do
Yes, but I
Shrine?
ordered these
I'll
specifically.
handle the
Oh,
Shrine.
how much would
Okay.
I suppose one of those boxes of cereal
I
cost?
ordered them specifically from home. They're in a
Your,
little box in my
well,
room. So if you want
if I
some,
were to
you
infer,
can
if I were
Or
to
paper
estimate,
coin.
Thank you.
yes, if I were to estimate, a good day's worth of job would be enough to fill you to have at least be able to purchase at least 5 to 7, like good enough for like multiple days of consumption.
5 to
That's
7.
one day's work of job.
I have brought
My
tea to
goodness.
share with Little Harry and any of who so wish to try it out.
And all of that
Yes.
for exchanging for
So-
pieces of parchment that have the
potatoes are
pictures of past leaders. You must place a lot of value upon
Yes,
their
yes.
faces.
Well, our leaders have helped us shape our society to be what it is today.
Invented by an
Well,
earl named
But
Sir
yes,
Francis.
does it work differently down here?
Black tea and bergamot.
Apologies, I never got your names as well.
I'm gonna go take a walk.
Of course, I'll catch up if ever then.
We will be
Considered me
getting
intrusive.
some hot tea.
All
Before
right,
you give people
And you
cereal,
see that
ask
she
if
is
they
holding
can
the two
handle
little
sugar.
bags?
Remember that.
So we carry
Will do, of course. But yes, I wanted to introduce myself. I've never actually properly given my name yet. My name is Harrison Huckleberry. Back in my world, I'm a historian, and in my world, I can say I record events that have happened in my world, and I'm happy to share any of them if you wish to learn more about it.
I would be interested in partaking in your.
How do you record this?
Your world. If you would be interested in
well,
some of
how do you
mine,
know about the past?
And I provide to the.
Well, like,
on a daily basis.
with what my old friend that was talking to you earlier, we use the magical devices called computers, as our primary way of storing information,
Your
as they
teas
say.
with me, and then I would share our teas with you.
You don't store it on parchment or paper?
Well, that was technically how we began. Of course, we still have written record, of course. But
I am quite
as we progressed and united as a individual like group, we've managed to make small advancements that helps us,
That being said,
as
water, miss. Which
conveniently
of
store
mine
more
would you like to
information
try?
without having to have big libraries, as they say. Very convenient when you get the hang of it.
They're tea bags. You can just
Well, wait,
them in.
what do you mean, storing without, full libraries? Like,
do you have
how big are these?
how to measure time?
Well, these magical computers can be as
For
big
me,
as, well,
measurement of time, at least
it
for
can be
tea,
as small as something in your hand, but
knowing
as
the
big as
right
as big as a table right here.
And it holds a library's worth of...
Probably it's in a dark.
Yes, it
books?
holds lots of libraries.
You can
Yes, from different regions of the land as well. One library can be hosted here, but can be accessed from any other places you want.
This sounds like
How long is it?
sounds like the Oracle magic. What's in?
We can enjoy some.
You can hold
You
it
can
in
say
your
that.
hand.
In exchange for some of the tea.
Of course, yes. You can say that as some sort of oracle magic, yes. It's a bit more complicated in how we explain things, but in a way that it's easier to understand. Yes, oracle magic.
For us, it takes 3 to 5 minutes, but I know that you don't understand what
the
it is.
chef brought some. It's very sugary.
Well, for us,
I'm still trying to get over the fact that multiple libraries they've held, but if it's oracle magic, I suppose that makes sense.
It's hard to describe. It's like a
Yes, it all makes
don't
perfect
worry.
sense to me
very
now.
dry.
If we're able to ever be allowed to be permitted to show you our interesting devices, yeah, because currently we are
I would be
a bit
happy to make
told to hold back for now, but I believe in the due future we are able to, show you more about our culture and
depending on which
let you enjoy more of our creations, as they say.
Thank you.
Jasmine.
Well, I would very like to see these
Chamomile,
Oracle
and
devices. They sound so interesting.
As I
As
look
would
forward
I.
to sharing it as well. But
Mm-hmm.
but I believe I'm still a bit
Sienna, could
got
you
off
please
and haven't been introduced properly yet. May I take your names if I may not be rude of asking?
Certainly. Nixa Amethyst.
Nixa Amethyst?
Vina Naja.
Vera Naja, yes, and
Sorry, I'm trying to control
I am
it.
simply
It tends to have a mind of its
Miko.
own.
Quite alright.
Just
You're
Miko
quite
is fine.
alright.
Mika.
Miko.
It's pleasure to meet all of you. Mikael. Sorry. The language is still new to me, so I'm having a hard time pronouncing some words. But yes, do you all know each other already by chance? Because I do know some people here who just recently came.
Well, I've worked here for a few months now, along with
I do believe.
Miko, and Nixa's our local trader.
Earl Grey?
I see, I see.
We're all acquainted with one another.
It is called an Earl Grey.
I see. You mentioned you're a trader, yes?
Mm-hmm.
What do you seem to bother?
It is still open. You may come in.
Yes, go ahead.
Miss Sienna, we should probably start preparing the tablets.
Are you concerned about the,
Corvo here?
Hiroshina and
Is who?
Zilla were down there for a while and nobody had any particular interest. You're welcome to give it a
Doc
try.
Corvo?
Dr. Corvo. I don't believe they are anymore. They were here earlier. I believe they have stepped out.
I don't know which one that is. I'm afraid.
Okay,
I believe that a lot of them might have gone with the mayor.
Do you have a soft
I was gonna say, if there was the one that was with the mayor.
Have any, well, interesting artifacts that we may be able to barter around? As a historian myself,
Miss Almari, shorter stature, the...
What, the counter?
I don't know what you would have, what you would need as for artifacts, but
I can walk with you, I can point them out to you if you'd like.
I could maybe try to find it for you.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would say anything that has history here.
They're usually somewhere here in town, probably not too far.
How long does Red's illusion last?
Alright. Let's see. Last I saw them, they were here in the Crystal Heart, so... can't be too far. If I remember correctly, this is their house. They might have actually stepped out. As I believe they may, because they have been going to and from, they might actually be in a meeting with some of your people. As I believe that's where they were heading out to, but they're short in stature, one bluish hair, lots of large loops tied into it. My apologies, I wasn't
I
able
think
to
I know
be
who
more
you're talking about. I remember them
Yes.
from... Okay. Thank you.
Was there a particular reason you were looking for them that I might be able to help you with?
There's apparently been injuries, so I was gonna try and find the doc to help.
Okay, that's
Letting you know, I am massively lagging, so me doing anything is really slow.
I don't really have the details. She does, however, so...
I was gonna say, you might wish to talk with them then.
Any luck? I wasn't able to find
I found them.
Okay.
Quite a crew
Thank you.
scattered there.
Oh, Miko.
Sorry, I'm... Private Landry.
My pleasure. But, then is your
Same.
issue resolved?
I do not. I'm not sure. They were hauling him out of the pit. Asked me if I had a doctor. Like I said, we would get. I came back for them. I guess he's at the meeting.
So no, not resolved.
So. Right.
I don't know what to do.
I assume you checked the 7? Oh, they were closed.
Yeah, and she offered to help. Look, so apparently they've been...
Okay.
The two
all
of
over
them
the
had
place.
been walking around the town quite a bit together this morning. Unfortunately, I do not know what I have last gone off to after they had departed from the Crystal Heart. That is the name of the cafe and tavern.
Of course. Would you, by chance, happen to be someone who knows medical training?
Not as well as I'd like. There's someone that I know had some supplies on hand in their home. I can ask them, see if they have at least enough experience to help there.
Rest assured.
Let me inquire with them. Hopefully they are still up there.
The bards usually come here and fill your places with music and stories, yes.
Maybe I could be mistaken.
Lotea?
Yes.
Forgive me for asking, I don't remember offhand.
Hmm.
The week prior, you had some medical supplies in your house. Do you know a bit of ability for medical treatment? Apparently there's someone that has an injury and they're looking for somebody that's able to help patch up somebody.
Let them be able to play at any time of any.
I see.
Not around. Interesting.
I haven't seen him, at least. You were the first person I thought of. Are you able?
Of course. I would be happy to.
Are you able to?
I would be happy to help.
Alright,
Yeah,
then
of course.
Come with me.
No,
Excuse me.
perfectly safe. Perfectly safe. Object is. It has the same functionings of our what we call computers, yes, but you basically have this device or
Come along, Lotte.
the bard sings to it, and the device
One
captures
moment.
that voice to repeat whenever it
sure you will enjoy them.
But it does consume like magical energy, so you
capture it.
but they don't capture.
Right.
So,
This is the individual speaking of. If you could...
one's voice away.
No, in fact, it's more like a.
Should we stop by your house?
Repeater.
Hi,
It's very good at mimicking.
you have medical training?
I do. Well, I guess, regardless of how you define medical training, that's up for debate, I guess, but I do know how to treat wounds, yes.
Perfect.
Did you want to send something off to the
What exactly?
Don't know. I guess there was someone fell.
Oh dear.
Fell? Alright, give me one moment, please.
A failed attempt at climbing. Right.
I see.
Oh.
One moment.
Oh, I think I need to go back to the base and get some hydrogen peroxide from where my ears. The altitude is kind of clogged them up a bit. I'll be back.
I have no idea what that was that they described, but it sounds painful.
It's it's antiseptic. Painful if you use it wrong, yeah.
Such a terrifying name for something that is so beneficial then.
It's the chemical name.
The point still stands. Yes.
Miko, if you wouldn't mind, take this small vial with you.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. I have some bandages and some of the aloe with me. And that will help with any swelling and whatnot. Now then, where do you need me?
They have medical. Oh, magnifique. It's a ways out, past the wooden bridge, and then to the south.
What?
Mail.
Mail? Ah!
Mail. You guys have any mail that needs to go anywhere? New mail?
I already placed mine in the
Do you have
in
mail?
a box.
Do you give me mail?
I don't have any mail.
Do you have some mail?
I've already deposited
I do not
mine.
have any mail for you this time, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I'll pick yours up. Okay, goodbye. We finally know that you guys exist now, so we'll be back next week to give. Oh, jeez. Yes.
I have mail.
Give me mail. Mail here. Thank you. Goodbye.
Ah, well, good to know then.
Always so excited about those harpy couriers.
Haha, you should meet.
Harpy mail.
Ah,
They-
well,
they
there's
deliver-
literally the harpy mail. They are.
They are
We...
the ones that help.
Sorry.
The money.
The flux is taking. Understood.
They are messengers between regions of the land. They're much quicker than traveling on foot, given that they're able to fly.
They help to connect all the towns and cities. So, if you have a letter that needs to go to someplace across the land, then you will send it
That's
to
it.
via
I think
harpy.
there's a
And-
bit more pressing matter at hand, is there not?
Indeed. Please.
Yes. Alright, it's a bit of a run. Unfortunately, we cannot fly, so we are.
To be a harpy that can fly. I'm very jealous of my Senna who can do that.
That would be a very curious experience indeed, to be able to see the world through the eyes of one who lays claim to the sky.
She says it's very unique. Oh, trust me, she loves to regale me with stories of her trips.
I can only imagine.
I miss her. That being said, my home is quite literally nestled with one of the main hubs in this area.
Alright, I had forgotten that you don't always live in your shop.
Miko, please.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Yes,
Have
I think
any
they're
of you
placed
seen the
right
mayor on
here.
the way here, by the way?
No,
I have
unfortunately
not.
not, but we
No,
do have a medical
I
pressing
think
matter,
she may or may
unfortunately.
not be having a meeting with some of their people. Over at their base, I believe they called it.
I'm not sure. It's been some time since I've actually come out here.
As have I. I have not really given myself much opportunity
Used to it after
to.
a while. I'm finding the job every morning.
Definitely seems like a trip, that's for sure.
Right, we're getting close. How many times am I going to cross this bridge in a single day? Alright. Almost there.
doing? We were following the blood trails.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, there was a bloody bag?
Couldn't stand.
Suddenly, from what I understand.
He has a broken rib.
Unfortunately, without knowing his anatomy, I
Broken
can't
rib.
do too much more.
Oh, careful,
Probably better off in the hands of your eyes.
Ow.
Alright, so he's
Where did you
not
get
going
hurt?
to be anything
Hello?
of moving.
My
broke a
rib.
rib.
Where did you get hurt?
Besides, doing what
I
I
don't
did is
know, like
always
about 10 minutes ago,
bending
20, I don't know, at this point.
I didn't exactly treat him or diagnose.
He's tumbled down the hill enough times that he fractured his ribs apparently.
Yeah.
So,
At least you have something to go on.
don't look at me. He kept trying to get up the side I was telling him to wait.
I have specific rules for how to operate when I'm out here. Just go
Alright.
It's complicated.
Come on. Yeah.
I love you, Tish.
Alright,
Not necessarily
alright.
break, but I'm not exactly.
So you sure it's his ribs?
Individuals from outro.
Yeah, it's a
For
fracture.
your safety
Yeah.
than anything else. I don't know most of your
Alright.
physiologies. If I do something, I could very
But
well.
the naps taking him back to town is going to take some time.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way we're gonna be able to carry him all the way back, that's for sure. Alright.
Don't you people have a cart or something?
Do you realize how much you weigh, my friend?
Told you he's a big baby.
Gonna say, not just a
Not
cart, but a cart's not gonna really easily go over the bridge.
No, you're gonna need a cart and several horses.
I understand your reticence.
I'm not that heavy, come on!
Yes, you
Seriously,
are.
My question is, Stan,
everyone hits.
if you can stand, we could walk you, but that doesn't seem to be the case now, is it?
You could do so, but I need to bind his rib first. More than anything,
That's what I'm
otherwise he's
saying.
gonna cause more issues than anything. And if anything, you're going to rupture your own lung. And if you haven't already, which is a miracle.
Did you grab supplies to do so?
I don't know, I don't feel like I'm
That one over there
I-
said it was a fracture.
You better
I
be.
didn't bring anything with me since I didn't know this was the
It's a broken
situation.
bone.
I was told
It's a
someone
broken-
fell down a cliff
there's a lot more
and just had
fractures.
trouble getting out, not that they were
You
injured.
have
But
what
then
you
again,
need
he
to.
didn't
Going to need
injure
your help with
himself
this
till
one, Miko.
recently.
I don't know medical terms.
Well,
Very much
so you lead,
help with
as
this.
long as you lead the way.
Boris, you as well. I'm going to need your help, please. I am not strong enough to lift him, and I'm going to need help. I need you to lift him up halfway.
What?
Alright.
Sorry, what-
I've got to wrap these
what-
bandages around him to
Be
tighten.
my friend.
What?
Grit your
What?
teeth.
Come on.
3, 2,
What? Oh,
1.
come on, that...
Sit it.
Come on!
You're being pulled up halfway to sitting position.
Come on.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt, alright.
No, I got him.
Alright.
Don't let him go, because he will crush me.
I'm not letting go! I'm not.
Miko, go on the other side and grab this and tighten this around him as tight as you can.
Alright.
You need to eat less.
What do you mean?
Now tie it around with the other side.
Berries!
Eat less
Alright.
berries.
Tight as a tight knot.
Did you eat the forest?
Got it.
Everyone accounted for?
She tightens it. That's gonna hurt a lot more.
I was unaware
It's gonna hurt a lot more.
until very.
Alright. Number 2, Miko.
Stop moving so much.
Second one over here. There you go.
Right.
Sorry we kept you capo, we were inbound.
The aloe that is infused into these bandages is gonna help cool it down a little bit and soothe, but it's not gonna do too. You are gonna need a lot of rest, my friend. And you need to not move as much as you can.
Okay.
Fine, I'm not
Well,
going to do
since-
any wandering off into the wilderness. Fine.
Since we have him halfway,
But if I point at anybody,
we need to get him the rest.
the whole system falls to the ground.
Yep.
This is gonna suck.
Pull him all the way up. Pull him all the way up.
Oh, you ready for this? I swear. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, you're heavy.
Yeah.
Wait, you want up?
All the way up.
Yes,
all the way up.
you're getting up.
Oh my god. Oh. No, don't go on the hill. Oh, good.
Don't you go down on me. Do not fall down on me.
Not.
Do not fall down on me.
Fall back down the hill.
Okay.
Okay.
Miko.
Yes.
Will you
Hold
please
on.
give it to him?
There's a force like pull you in backwards. Okay. Alright.
She slipped on the ball.
Alright, you have that rope still.
Give it to him to drink.
Here.
What, me?
Do we still have,
Drink this.
Do we have still that rope?
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
right.
gonna-
I'll take that.
That'll help dull the pain for a little bit, but you need to drink all of it.
But until then, he did see the balls in the dark in the rain.
Captain, I don't think this is
It's gonna taste slightly sweet, a little bit bitter, but
Captain, let's just give him
that'll
a
help you with the pain for in the short term.
That's
actually really nice.
Okay. You tell me. If you think you can hold his weight, because I'm not going to be able to carry most of this.
I never thought I'd actually have to treat one of the giant bears. That was one of the few things I didn't think I was actually gonna have to treat in my lifetime, but you know what, here we are.
Lots of new things happening lately.
The balls in his head.
Indeed. Alright. We could take him back to town. And he needs to rest.
What am I carrying?
And he dislocated his backpack.
You need to take it easy, you need to not bend as much.
Come on.
Okay, right. Don't bend. Okay.
Yeah, follow them.
No circles.
Yes. Around here. I'm getting a little bit of a
Yes.
headache. I guess I'm in
Yeah. Careful of your head, Vera. It's getting very, fluxy.
Also have to still carry the bag back too. Oh, the captain, he's thinking, Just keep going, he's just thinking.
Just keep go. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes.
There he goes.
There goes
It's
the
getting
boy.
pretty heavy out here. My head's starting to hurt.
He just needs to know how to look a certain way.
The straps, I guess.
Okay, which way?
Oh dear.
Certain way. You know.
Forward.
That way.
What do you mean the way that
I just stashed it somewhere out here for him to come. Oh, I don't know how soon.
Sergeant Major's here.
Get it as close as you can. I'd rather not him coming out here and injuring
He does
himself
not do
again.
anything to help here.
They're just supervising.
Oh, Amari's here.
I found them. Come on.
If anything, just go ahead. He's probably flex really hard. Just keep going. He'll catch up.
Yeah, I know.
He's with you.
Yeah, he'll catch up. Yeah, he's with you in spirit.
Okay. I crashed out. So they try to carry
I'm flexing already and just turning and sliding.
Yeah, you got it. That's fine. No, it's fine.
My head is starting
I
to
found
hurt from
something
it.
that might be killing my face.
He's already dead. He just doesn't know it.
Excuse us.
Indeed.
Oh, no, Taya.
This is very yeah.
Oh, goodness.
20 minutes.
The three of you together will be more than capable of carrying this giant boulder-sized
I
bag.
doubt you'll take it. You'll be able to carry this
Enjoy
over the
your
river
efforts.
anyways. Just leave it there.
Mortals shrug.
Please. How far is that?
I'll never understand them.
Oh, that was eventful.
It was a good thing that,
I can only do so.
It was a good thing that I remembered. I don't think I'd ever seen you treat anybody before, or at least have a need to.
You should have seen me last week. No sooner do I wake up, I have to go help one of the, I guess the newer visitors. Not one of these folks.
One from our
One of
side.
Yes, that's that. Several gash wounds and one very deep one under his chest.
Oh, wait.
Not even 30 minutes.
Yes,
on a
the,
roll now. Yeah.
The one
Stabbed
that
and
was...
sliced a UN person and almost hit a courier with a stone.
Not even 30 minutes awake, and I already have to help.
The courier,
Such is the life of things.
Shall we make our way back?
It's just heartbeat, yeah.
Yeah, the harpy.
I agree.
Yeah. Return the favor and hit Makalo with a rock
But it's
from the
starting
rooftop.
to stutter. for a bit, being out here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, at least it
Happy to help.
And just
I can only do so much for broken
that,
bones, and especially
that
for
right
this
there
one.
is the mayor for future reference.
I still laugh. Good rock.
Oh no, it landed on his
The lilac
not
hair
pauldron.
friend.
That's
Yeah,
one
no,
rock.
of course. Landed on his pauldron, bounced into his face without hurting him. Just very embarrassing.
Shall we?
tried to climb up several times after we told him.
Indeed.
And then rolled back down the hill and hit a tree at least 4 times.
I see we have one of those folks.
Perhaps a bit more leisurely than going in. It's not often that we get to have a bit of time away from the town for a moment, so might as well enjoy it for a small bit. Were you able to go out and get do that gathering you were talking about earlier?
Unfortunately, not yet.
Well,
I got distracted and pulled away.
There's still sunlight.
There is, so hopefully. Although Amari herself did say she was going to let me know if that was going to be on the table still or not, so we shall
True.
see. Granted,
And
she's
with-
now talking with them about the injury.
She is ever popular.
I'm coming back in.
I take it that there might be waylaid a
She
bit.
really is. If it doesn't happen today, it's fine. There's always another day.
I can safely say I do not envy her at all. I do not think I
No.
would ever want to have that much attention placed upon little old me.
Reminds me of
If
our
someone
village elder at home.
if someone is near them, can they
Always busy. but
teleport
then
me
again,
to that
that's
area when they can?
comes with the position that you're given.
Oh.
To be quite honest, it's been a while. I don't can't remember the last time I came out
Okay.
this way. It's nice. It's pretty.
It is.
It would be quite peaceful if, you know, weren't hearing the others yelling in the distance.
Yes, I can hear the struggles of them all the way over here trying to drag that massive satchel.
Ah. I will say, though, it does amaze me at how much that the bearkin can actually carry. It is
Yes.
quite impressive, to say the least. And they make it look so effortless.
That they do.
Like, really. You honestly can't even tell until this happens, you know?
Yes.
This definitely reminds me of home, though. A little bit more sparse in the trees. Maybe more open. You know, not so much boxed in the valley here, but it does remind me of home.
What brought you this way, if in that regard? For a place that is so different
My
from
friend.
where you hail from.
My harpy friend, Cinna. She works as one of the couriers. As I said, there's a hub. One of the ones that connects to the southeastern cantons. And some of the northern cantons as well, but this one primarily functions as the hub for the southeast. And our home is nestled in their valley. In the valley of the harpies. So we get a lot of harpy visitors, and she was been such a dear friend for many, many years. Always coming home, whenever she would come back, she would always tell us of the stories of places that she's visited. the people she's seen and talked to and delivered items to. And one day she came back and told us of a place that was, well, Valis. How it was a place that was slowly being revitalized. There were people coming in, bringing the town back to life after the Battle of the Blood Moon. I must admit, the way that she told the story and fired a sense of desire to come and visit this place.
I see.
Her story is the reason why I'm here. I was just curious to see this place for myself.
Are you liking it so far?
I am. It's different, but I don't regret coming here.
I am glad for that.
As am I. Gotten to meet some very wonderful people. Some I would say I would consider part of a second family.
I'm sure those people are lucky to have that kind of regard from someone like you. I take it you
I
mean...
do miss home, though.
I take it you mean others at the Crystal Heart. Or at least a few of them.
Well, a few of them for sure. Rashida, Sienna, you, even.
Me?
I consider you a good close friend.
Surely you do not consider me someone of such high regard as to consider family.
Why not?
Such an honor is not befitting someone like myself. It's...
And yet I still believe that you are. So... You are someone that has, I would say, is a very close friend. I've grown to enjoy our time together.
Right, of course. I have equally found our moments that we're able to get alone to be pleasant. Seems they're starting to all make their way back towards Valis.
Well, we can as well, but we're in no rush.
No, not at all. Under no time limit except that by the setting sun. The forest is exactly
we don't want to be out
known
here
for it
in
being well lit.
No. Though I can safely say I would be able to guide us back with ease. I still do not like being out in the forest at dark. It's when all the animals come out. It's their time, after all.
Yes.
Their time to live, to dance, to hunt, to play.
Their time to share in the space that we all share.
Exactly.
That it is.
That being said, though, I do miss home. How can I not? I miss my family. I miss the friends that I have there. But I don't regret coming here. What about you?
What about me?
Do you have a place that you miss? A place that you used to call home before you came here?
I do. And yet, my memory of it was vital. It is so faded at times with how many places I've gone that it feels almost like centuries ago. Figuratively.
You sound like our elders, the third generations. They always remiss of their younger years.
Do I look that old?
No. I'm barely not even my first century yet.
Well, you know, I'm not supposed to live past a century. We don't have the blessings of... Well, depends on who you ask, I suppose. The blessing or
the curse of long life?
Yes. The longer you live, the more
Oh,
you
I know
see.
it well. The more you see, the more burden you understand. And yet, it doesn't
More than
always
you
have
would
to
ever
be a
know.
burden.
There are a lot of things you see.
I've seen my fair share. And I know I'll see more before my time.
Sometimes it is simply the way of the world. Let's not repeat the mistakes of our dear acquaintance. Not try to climb up where it is not suitable for it.
So steep.
Greetings.
Hello.
Yes, we should be getting back before it gets too dark out. Well, as I said, I can easily guide us back, should it come to it.
I've
The
never had...
forests are my home after all.
I've never had much difficulty in the dark. Just because I don't doesn't mean that it's something I prefer.
Well,
Although,
I mean, look at the terrain here. It's very steep in places.
the Cloak of Night is a comfort in its own regard at times.
Yes, it is. Still, it is better to not stay out too long, especially in these forests.
And more importantly, if there are people or things out and about that are capable of doing what occurred last week. They never found anybody, did they?
that I'm aware of, not that I've been told.
Do you think they ever will? Do you think that
I don't know.
whoever or whatever did it is left?
Maybe. Or maybe not. It's best to not
dwell on it.
Answers may or may not come in time.
Fair.
That is the way of things.
Sometimes answers to those things may come from the strangest of places. Places.
You're not wrong.
Places that can be. Sometimes it feels closer by, right in front of people. Hopefully they've gotten what they wanted.
It's more of what did they want than anything. We don't know.
It may not even be a question they can answer.
Lotia, I think Lady Iceheart was
Yes.
looking for you.
Where is she at?
By the front gate.
Okay, thank you. Seem to be rather popular around these days. There you are.
You're turning into the mayor at this
There
rate.
you are. I was worried about you. 3 people came in requesting someone to assist with an injury, and I was like, well, she left on the first request. Did she not get there?
Hopefully they
It
weren't
turns
all
out there
asking.
were multiple injured individuals.
Oh, goodness.
Oh boy.
The one with the
one was the black
that
bear.
walks around.
Yeah. The bearkin.
The
yeah.
bearkin has already
you
been
all
I don't remember
treated.
his name. Yes, I
Yeah,
treated him
she's
as best
being
as I can,
bandaged
but
up
I...
right now by Musul. And the other was the lizardkin that, he apparently
It's
had a
really
gash on his arm.
saddening for Miko, because they're so sad
One
about
of the other worlders
talking about this.
has tended to him, which hopefully will bode
Being
well to
a,
improve
you know,
his sensibility. Then.
What she did.
That's good at least. I can always take a look at it later. I wish he had told me though, when we ran into him. Oh well. Yes. Right. Should make our way back before it gets much darker.
That's indeed.
I would like to come back out here though, probably sometime. Maybe in the next week or so, and just get lost in the nature.
If you need someone to get lost with you.
I would enjoy your company, Miko.
That makes me glad to hear.
So that being said, I may be helping the. I offered Amari the if the two scientists she was talking with earlier this morning. Apparently they were wanting to go out and get some samples of some kind for testing. I told her if they wanted to go out, I'd be happy to serve as a escort for them in the forest.
I see. Well, I'm sure you'll do an excellent job.
You would be more than welcome to join if you wish.
We shall
Would provide
see.
ample opportunity to talk to them.
That is true. So, it would be.
I know they're curious.
Yes.
That's the
Although I'm sure they're probably more
to
curious
use
about someone
his
like
will.
yourself rather than me.
I think they're curious about us all, Miko.
Yes, but I feel like they consider me very similar to them. Because, at least, attire aside, we have similar appearances.
Doesn't mean you're all
Nashi
necessarily
is suggesting
the same,
how to make
though. We're all
edibles.
unique in our own ways.
Surely an alchemist, he would have an actual knowledge of these things, especially if they're local.
But if we
suppose.
know enough about
Quite the gathering.
give you,
Oh,
there's
I
a
wouldn't be
Frida.
able to say that it's
I mean,
yours,
yeah,
so
if it's
somebody
mixed,
else
he
will
would
still
be the
able
individual to
purchase
speak
it
to.
unless we
Yeah.
can
Yes.
Well,
Sounds like the plan is to. But what could I offer?
You are opening the tavern tonight, aren't you?
As a labor of business. Well, I'm not. As you can
Probably.
see,
I'll go
I
see
got a
if
little
it's
bit of a belly,
open
so I'm not
already, because
necessarily
if
a
not, then I'll
laborer.
probably be manning that as usual.
Let's-
I'll go ahead.
So I am a teacher.
oh, just so there's another thing that we do in our world where it's called where you think
Doesn't appear we are yet. Let's see. Well, I suppose I can always open up for them.
Sorry. High stairs.
If you're looking for anybody, there's nobody up there right now.
Oh, well, then I don't have to go up there then.
I am just
Good
about
enough.
to open up here though, if you are looking for something. Alright. Hello. Are you looking for someone? I guess not. Or at least if they were, they weren't looking for me. Are you looking for someone?
Yes, one of the blue hats.
Nobody came into here, at least. We are open, though, in case people are looking for anything that they need to have. This is usually about the time of day that this part of the business is open.
I may come later. I haven't eaten yet. I have to find them.
Very well.
Nobody passed by, correct?
Not that I was able to see, at least if they didn't come into this part. Only one of the others, but they were not wearing a blue hat. A woman, though.
I see. I'll keep looking then. I'll be back later. I would like some service.
Of course.
Excuse me.
One almost wonders if we need to put a sign up that says the tavern is open.
Well, you are more than free to let people know.
Perhaps I will, my friend.
Because I will be, even if it's by myself, I'm more than used to handling a tavern on my own.
Fair enough.
Is everything alright there?
Yes. Just have this part opened up for anyone looking for something late at night.
Hello again.
You're back so soon?
So, fortunately now I don't have to run around though. So,
alright.
Your friend said that the tavern's open now?
Yes, it is. We have a bit of the same fare from the cafe, but the main thing of note is that we have spirits available for those who are looking for something a bit stronger than tea.
So, this gonna be an odd question, but how do I pay?
That is a curious question. We have been trying to figure out... I had spoken to the mayor about this, honestly, about how to reconcile the differences between our currency and yours. Oh, goodness. Do you have any ideas, Zira?
No, the pendant, they have something with a 1 on it and a man named George, but...
Do you guys
Yes.
know
Maybe
if
that
there
is
is, like,
to
where
one
the up-to-date
tower?
version of the
I'm
map
not
is
sure.
currently of who owns what building in the town?
The most up-to-date version is in the
I've
facilitator's
seen
chat.
It is pinned.
It is pinned in the facility.
Coin might be better?
Mhm.
I think coin is more easily
Thank you.
translated.
Yes.
I mean, I don't really have much. I've got quarters, a couple pennies, and a dime. It really doesn't amount to much. I also, as my paper money really amounts to much here either.
Granted, it may be useful in trade
Yes.
with people on your side, so... Can you check upstairs and outside real quick and see if Sienna is around? We might as well get her input on this, given that it is her tavern.
And I suppose I should check, what's the drinking age here?
It really depends on your race. Some cultures are much quicker to allow their young to drink, others are a bit more stingy with it. You would be considered an adult where you come from, yes?
An adult, yes, but I'm still about 6 months shy of 21, so... If I was from England, it wouldn't be a problem.
I do not believe...
Nashi is trying to make edibles brownies.
There's not exactly a standard on how many years one must have upon them in order to enjoy spirits, yes?
Not that I'm aware of, at least around here. Unless you yourself specifically said something. We are, far from any other...
As long as you are responsible with it, because no matter how old or how young one is, they can still do it properly and they can still do it improperly. So as long as you know how to handle yourself under the effects of such drinks, then I have no reason not to serve you. Because I also reserve the right to ask you to leave if you start to become unable to handle the effects of your drink.
No, that's fair.
But that said, if they aren't able to be found, then we could probably arrange for something, at the very least, trade of services, as while currencies may not be easily compared, the ability to equate things by actions is at least viable. No sign?
We can take down their name and what they purchased and go from there.
I said, there you are.
Would you be comfortable with that, and that if once we figured out something that you'd be able to render for services owed?
I think that's fair.
Well,
like I can,
I guess then
run away from my tab.
Then the question is, yes. Well then, she'll pull out some parchment and a bit of ink from under the table. Remind me of your name.
Private Landry.
the handwriting is very immaculate. Looks almost like script. Alright, and what sort of thing are you looking for?
No.
We have a couple things on offer here. We have various kinds of ale, mead, and those are both in our currency 5 taler, and then we have wine for 7.
Flash your nameplates, friend.
Never been a big wine person. I've never had mead.
Ever think that I could just...
It's a bit stronger than ale,
I think I'd like to
so
try that.
keep that. It's a bit stronger, but it is also gives you a nice warming sensation while you're drinking it. Some have found it quite relaxing.
I am going to go relay the news.
Right.
That's what we're getting. Mead.
Sounds like it, yes.
Yes, please.
Alright.
And you mentioned there was some food options?
Yes. We have, I was gonna say we have bread, porridge, some cheeses, a bit of cured meat, and I believe there was some meat brought in from Lotea, was there? I was gonna say somebody had brought in a.
There was.
Has it already been processed, or will that be unavailable for the evening?
We should have some the day
I
before.
think we should have some in store, at least for now.
Yes.
I think it's more of what they brought back was to replenish the stock.
Yes. And then we have some stew available as well. If I remember correctly from yesterday's catch, it was. Remind me, what did they bring in yesterday?
Pretty sure they're here again. I was not here yesterday, but I did see some of the notes seem to imply.
Actual fresh stew sounds amazing.
Very well.
If there's any of that, I would love a bowl.
Yes, mark down for some stew and a mug of mead. Alright, let's see. Leave some bowls, and should be some in the pot back here.
Right.
The pot that is totally here. Alright.
Sweeter than I was expecting.
And here you are.
Awesome. Thank you.
Just
I
return.
believe if he doesn't get dragged into 15 more conversations, the Major and a few others will be in as well.
Very well.
That is strong, but good.
Be careful, it can hit some people a bit fast if they are lighter on their feet with such
I can see
drinks.
A wine, if I may.
Of course, I'll be 7 taler. Thank you very much. Alright. Here you are.
Thank you.
Ah, hi.
Hello.
Evening.
Do you have a bottle of wine and 2 meals I could take? Well, my friend. The bear that got injured. The Bjorn.
Oh, they're alive. That's good to hear.
Well, we do have
they just
we do have some of the stew that has been on for today, and we do still have a selection of
He's
wine.
gonna need a
Yes.
really healthy portion.
Hmm.
I'd love to buy a bottle of wine if I can.
The whole
For
bottle.
myself.
I believe we can make an arrangement. Let's see. Normally the serving of wine, 7 thaler for the whole bottle. It's usually able to make about
Like 4 to 5 quarters, I believe.
4 to 5.
Depending on.
I think it's depending on the size. It can be anywhere from about 3 to 5. How big of a bottle were you looking for?
Fizzle, I think you're visible.
Not terribly big. Whatever your best bottle is, honestly.
Our
Yep,
best
just past me.
bottle. Alright, that would
That will run you quite a bit.
Do you have the thaler to
That's
pay
fine.
for
I
the
have
whole
no
bottle?
idea how that happened because I have not opened up my
Shouldn't be
radio.
a problem.
Oh wait, that wasn't Sizzle. It was.
Alright.
Was it?
No, it was
Were you in the
Sizzle.
tavern?
I was in the tavern until someone said I was visible, and then I went no clip and shot
There
off
you
in
go.
one direction.
Let's see, just check to make sure.
I have no idea how I became visible.
This should be sufficient, yes.
Both my radio manuals were at the home.
So here's
Weird.
here's the bottle. Since you're buying the whole thing, you can take that with you. And you needed
I guess the bowl. Right?
it's, fairly.
Not.
Is it just for him, or are you getting some for yourself as well?
Well, I'm gonna take him and then come back for myself.
Okay, well then we'll just
I can't
get
carry
this.
it all.
We'll just get the serving for it.
Unless you have someone that can help me carry it all over there.
I don't think we should take the pot over there.
Thank you again, barkeep.
Of course.
Good to see you again.
Just one normal serving and one extra big serving for him.
This is the
all I
extra big
need.
serving.
Oh, alright. Oh, jeez. I might actually need
You want
help
me to carry
carrying
that with you?
I would be so grateful if you could.
I'd recommend that. I
You
can
don't mind,
I
do
can
you?
handle the bar by my own.
Here you go. And I'll just take a serving for myself. I might as well
Yes.
go eat it with him.
Alright, in that case, let me get another bowl real quick. In that case, in regards to the bowls, please bring them back here when you are finished. The bottle,
Yes, of
you do
course.
not need to, unless you'd like to. If the bottle's intact, you can always bring it back to the winery. They might be able to reuse it.
Oh, alright.
Do you mind if I take these out onto the patio?
You could, yes,
You can
as
take
part
them
of the
out, of
seating,
course.
just please do not take them away from here if you could.
Of course.
There you are.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again. And the stew is
Alright,
excellent.
he's over in the barracks.
I'm glad to hear it. Do you need help with that?
How are things?
Things are good. We just sold an entire bottle of wine for somebody looking after our dear injured bearkin friend. We have it. Apparently, they took a rather heavy tumble while trying to climb a steep incline. But yes, I have all the thaler here, and I also have the ledger here with the other world.
That out somehow.
Yes, we'll have to figure out some way to
I'll talk to the
determine.
mayor.
Yes, but they
Or
said
what
they
about it, I don't
they said they were comfortable with being asked to render services owed if once we have determined an appropriate exchange, or failing to do so, finding an alternative means of providing something of equal value. Whether that be,
Of course.
providing assistance of some kind to our work or otherwise.
I'm gonna go ahead and head out. My head's starting to hurt some.
I have it right here.
I'll see you all tomorrow.
I will keep it on
Hope it gets
the
better.
shelf under the
Thank
bar, unless you'd like to store it somewhere else.
It's fine, it can stay there for now. Thank you.
Alright. Very well.
I'm gonna make sure everyone's alright and then get back upstairs for the others.
Of course. If you need anything, I'll be down here.
Thank you.
This tracker has been turning itself on and off lately because the button no longer has pressure on it. I think I'm going to have to replace this tracker soon. The battery might be expanding. That kind of terrifies me.
She said, "Good evening, Harry."
Let me just check my foot real quick. It is flashing. And yes, why are we teaching the people of Outro how to make edibles? We do not need weed. Oh god. Yeah, I may not be able to get it to turn on proper. It's probably heating up and like getting stuck. Yeah. Let's try getting a bit of a refresh. Maybe that'll do it. I hate my leg, tracker! Fuck. I am so sorry, chat. Button is 100% like just stuck in a state of being pressed constantly. It finally stopped. Thank God, freedom. It's strange standing behind this very bar a week ago. Instead of cleaning this mug, I was applying poison to it, knowing exactly which one they were going to use to serve that dwarf. How many people have I killed over the centuries? How many tales have I taken from kin that betrayed their own kind? After a while you lose count. And yet all throughout all of that, I've never felt this feeling before after a kill. Why do I feel this sensation of guilt? I do not mourn for the one who died. They are imperial. They want the empire to flourish. That I cannot abide by. And yet, still, there is a guilt. I do not understand it. Have I grown soft? Because I'm growing close to people. Are they affecting my mission? Why did I stay? Anytime I do a kill, I abandon an identity and leave it behind. But I didn't do it here. Why? What attachment do I have to this name? It's just one of many that I've held. None of them are my real name. I do not like this feeling. It is unusual. It's only been a week. It's been too long. Just for a little bit.
And it also excretes a poisonous toxin. It is called the ball fish. The balls fish. Ball fish. Ball fish. It is the ball fish. The ball fish. Okay, so I have a sleep impediment. It gets better throughout day, Dave. Fuck it.
No worries, no te preocupes.
Ball fish. It also excretes a very extreme poison. It's found north on the continent, where the lamias usually reside. It's actually eaten as a delicacy.
Yes, that is exactly what the information was given to me earlier this morning, where from another different source. So, this is what I wanted to cross-reference with you, being the resident medicine man.
Good day, Deacon. Or good night.
She'll never know the real me anyways. It's better not to get attached to them. But for once, it would be nice to share just a little bit of myself with someone who understood. Someone I didn't have to pretend to be someone else around. No names that have no meaning. No pretenses. No titles. Just be me. For once around somebody. But that life is a flower that I am not able to pick. For a second did I pick that rose, not only would my hands bleed from the thorns pricking me, but it would wither and die, just like the rest. But oh, how I wish it were not the case.